glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe. I will be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe, babe, babe. My babe, I will be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe, my babe. I will be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, babe, babe. My babe. Girl, who cares what these people say? If you want to see the better day, girl, I will be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe. Girl, all I really think of is you. You really need to go and catch a clue. As long as I'm with you, the sky is blue. The love that we have is very true. When we in the most, we know where it's at. I be into the way you do it is that. And you wonder why I be acting the way I act. Cause I only want to be the one that's behind that. And I know you get bored of that chit chat. But you know that I feel with the action pack. You 100% real, don't need no tracks. Girl, I want you to the day my eyes go black. Girl, I would be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe, my babe. Girl, I would be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe, my babe. Girl, I would be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe, babe, babe. My babe, girl, I would be glad to call you my babe. My babe, my babe, my babe, my babe, my babe.
To say, what must I do to be saved, Lord? Saved, delivered, and set free. In the mighty name of Jesus, oh God. It's coming down. Push me in.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord with thee, blessed art thou among women,
Do it again. You gonna get your butt whooped. You in that cross. You in that cross is gonna get that butt whooped. If you hit me again, I'ma show you saved and sanctified. Don't ever, don't walk up on me like that again. Move. You better move. I'm not gonna shut the hell up. Okay, I'm telling you, shut up. I'm moving that way. Move. Let me go. Move. Don't grab me. Don't grab me.
Stay at home if possible. If you must go out, maintain 6 feet of distance between you and everyone else, and wear a mask if you're going to be within 6 feet of others. Wash your hands more often than you ever dreamed possible. Avoid alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. And call your friends and family. Check in on your mother. She wants to hear from you right now. And speaking of mothers, we need you to do this, if not for yourself, then for your abuela. Do it for your granddaddy. Do it for your big mama. Do it for your pop-pop. We need you to understand, especially in communities of color, we need you to step up and help stop the spread so that we can protect those who are most vulnerable.
Welcome, and this is Ultimate Blackman Radio, an all-inclusive YouTube channel dedicated to black men, black women, and black children, discussing topics ranging from relationships to finances to social issues affecting the black community. Welcome to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content.
Do it for your abuela. Do it for your big mama.
Do it for your pop.
Do it for your pop.
And for some of y'all got to do it for Jesus.
And then some of y'all got to do it for being delivered. What is going on, everybody?
Shout out to our abuela.
Yeah, our boy, man. Shout out to the abuelas, man. We can't forget about our abuela, man. Shout out to our abuela. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Ultimate Black Man Radio live stream show. I am your host, Gabe, here. I hope everyone is doing well on today. Shout out to everyone listening. Already 17 folks in here. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all come on in, because y'all know we're going to get it popping today. But I got a little housekeeping I got to do today. All the guests are here. Shout out to all the guests that I have on here today. But if you're new here, welcome to Ultimate Black Man Radio. Of course, this channel is dedicated to men. It is for men by men, but I also give relationship advice, dating advice to women as well. I feel like in order for Black people to move forward as a collective, we have to get this romance down. And right now we're losing. So that's why I do this channel. If you're new here, again, welcome. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this up in YouTube's algorithm, and make sure to share this on all platforms you're on: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can share this. Be sure to share this. A nigga is over here tired as hell. I was trying to set up dual setups today. I was doing a whole lot of Instagram stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna set up my dual monitors. I'm gonna have dual monitors for the big show tonight. I'm gonna be in the game. And these monitors was like, fuck you, Gabe. No. So I got a friend on the way gonna help me get these damn monitors together. So excuse me if I don't say much. I'm a little tired and I'm hungry as hell. I have not eaten since this morning, but that's what happens when you're busy. But we're gonna get this thing popping. If you are not following us, please follow me on Instagram at Ultimate Black Man. And ladies, now I know I'm interviewing the men tonight. We're about to chop it up, right? But I want to show you something. I got a special treat, especially for the women. Now, these are not for sale yet, okay? But they're on the way. But I want to show I got something for y'all, okay? So let me show you what Gabe been working on, because nigga be out here busy. Because everyone thinks I'm a woman hater, and I'm not. I have love for the women, right? Let me show you what I've been working on here. Can you guys see my screen? Yes, you can. I got the no 50-50 shirts coming your way, ladies. And actually, men, if you want to wear them too, it is unisex. Y'all can wear that as well. The no 50-50 shirts are on the way. So you can't say I ain't never did nothing for you women. All right. I got y'all. Y'all can wear these around, and you can run off all the quote unquote dusties and broke niggas that want to go Dutch. You can wear this. It's going to be on sale soon. I'm finalizing the price and I'm finalizing the design, but it's going to look like this. So if y'all want to get that shirt, be on the lookout for that. Just want to share that with you all. Listen, I am not going to tarry long today. We're going to get right into the show on today. I know most of you have been really anticipating this show. I have a great lineup here. I am going to let each of these brothers introduce themselves. But for those that don't know, this in particular show, this episode, that some people will call it, this is a follow-up to last week's episode where I had women on asking I asked them, what are the issues in dating in 2020 from a woman's perspective? And it was a great show. I got a lot of great feedback. And I told everyone I would have the men on this week. And everybody has been anticipating this particular episode. I got some content creators here, folks you ain't never seen before. The casual guy. You name it, I got them on here. I got professionals, blue collars, country. I got them all on here. So we're gonna have a very perspective on how the men feel about dating in 2020. Okay, but before we get into that, I'm gonna allow each brother to introduce themselves. And I'm gonna start with Kid Gravity. We'll go with Bishop, then LAR, Frank, and Bobby. So Kid Gravity, go ahead and introduce yourself, and once you're done, you go ahead, Bishop, and so on and so forth.
All right, thank you, Ultimate Black Man Radio. This is Kid Gravity, one half of the Beyond Borders with Rose Gold and Kid Gravity. We're everywhere where your app drains battery, and that includes Spotify and YouTube. And we do subjects from Black perspective, whether it be politics, sports, mental health, or your pastor that made $100,000 off COVID vaccines. But we're not going to talk about that today because today's about dating preferences and dating in 2020. And I once again like to thank Gabe and Frank for allowing me to come on and spit some knowledge from a married perspective.
Excellent. Go ahead, Bishop.
All right. So, what's going on, y'all? My name is Bishop. I am a good friend of Gabe. Known him for a couple years now. We've done some business together, and I'm very happy to be here. I am a content creator on YouTube, but also mainly on Twitch. I stream gameplay, various games, mainly fighting games, a couple of other things. Sometimes we might chop it up about some important topics. Depends on the vibe of the night. But yeah, I'm really happy to be here, and I'm ready to get into this discussion.
Bet. Excellent. LAR movement, still movement. What's going on, boss?
What's poppin'? Still moving. I'm just gonna be the pre-shenanigan man and say LAR is who I am, and I'm waiting on a couple of more weeks to start getting on you dudes' necks about spending your second stimulus check on OnlyFans. So that's where I'm at with it today.
Hey, man, LAR, don't come for me, man. I was over there, man. I was tricking off in the foot section earlier today, man. I dropped like $2. My brother Frank really needs no introduction, but for people that may not know you, man, go ahead and tell the people who you are, my brother. I think did the feminists get you,
Yes,
Frank?
sir. What's happening?
There you go. What's going on,
Man,
boss?
Frank over at nah, I'm here. I'm over at View from the Man Cave. I talk about top topics, everything and anything related to manhood. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. That's what I'm about. Shout out to my brother Gabe, and shout out to the rest of the brothers on the panel. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Last but not least, brother Bobby Drake. Introduce yourself, sir.
Pleasantries fam, how's everybody doing? It is your boy Bobby Drake reporting live from here on Ultimate Black Man Radio. Want to just give a special shout out and thanks to my brother Gabe for inviting me on, for considering me for this panel. I feel honored to be on here with some really dope gentlemen. A few I've chopped it up with before. Shout out to Kid Gravity and of course my brother Frank. And greetings to the other brothers. Let's get into it, as my mentor would say.
Yes, sir. Let's do this. All right. So I'm gonna ask y'all 5 would you rather questions. All right. First question that I have for would you rather, and this is just to break the ice, let some more folks come up in this thing too, is brothers, would you rather be covered in bees or spiders?
Bees.
Okay, keep gravity say bees.
Bees. I'm gonna go with bees. I can't fuck with no spiders.
You get the wrong spider, you ain't coming home.
Yeah, it's over with. What about you, LAR?
Yeah. If it's not the bad spiders, I'll take the spiders. The bees don't sting regardless. You can shake them spiders off.
Ah, man. Okay. What about you, Bobby Drake?
Would I rather get shot or stabbed? I mean, damn.
Shout out to him.
I mean, goddamn, can't win. Well, yeah, like my brother said, you know, all spiders aren't poisonous. I'm probably the most uncomfortable with them, all that crawling. But you know, at least I got a chance with them spiders. With them bees, you know, that's all sting right there.
Okay. All right. What about you, Frank?
Man, I'm gonna go with the spiders, bro. You know what I mean? Bees, they usually come with a few homies. You know what I'm saying? So
All you gotta do is run. All you gotta do is run for water.
Fact. As long as I stay away from them widows and them brown recluses, man, I'm all right.
All right, bet. All right. Would you rather eat a whole bag of marshmallows or a whole jar of peanut butter at once?
Ugh.
Me, I'm going peanut butter. Because I love peanut butter.
I love my peanut butter.
That shit's fire.
At once,
You wrong for not putting no jelly in that, man. What's wrong with you?
Are we talking creamy peanut butter, or are we talking crunchy peanut butter?
Smooth peanut butter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the marshmallow.
All right.
Man, I threw up on marshmallows as a kid doing that. I don't think I could eat. I can't eat either one of them, but I'll go with the peanut butter.
All right.
I'm a peanut butter junkie, man. Anybody who knows me, I stay with a spoon and some peanut butter. And I got the little lighter underneath, heating that up so I can just go ahead and shoot it, man. Reese's, Nutter Butter. If it's peanut butter, I'm on that thing, man.
What about you, Frank?
Man, give me that Skippy, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm with it.
This next question is going to be very interesting. And is would you rather see Oprah or Arnold Schwarzenegger? Well, man, I'm an English major and I can't say folks' last name no more. It's because I'm getting old. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Arnold, I'll be back. Is the next U.S. president. Who would you rather see as the next U.S. president? I'm going Arnold.
Schwarzenegger all day. I don't want to see Oprah.
You said Terminator?
Yes.
Terminator,
Yes.
Terminator or Harpo?
Terminator all day.
Since I'm gonna go Oprah, since Terminator ain't actually a citizen, so he can't win it. No, he can't run nowhere.
But Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the actual.
California governor.
But Arnold, I'm talking about like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I know. He can be a governor, but he can't be the president.
Oh, that's right, because he's not a U.S. citizen.
He's not a U.S. citizen.
Oh.
But in a perfect world, though, who?
I'm still rocking with Arnold, but as long as under one condition, during his inauguration speech, he has to give me one of those.
Everybody get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. He gotta give me one of those.
Oh man, bro! If Oprah becomes president, black men are fucked. I'll say that.
Dude,
We have to vote the governor now. Get to the ballot box. Get to the ballot box now. Oh, you have to do it. You have to cast the vote.
You have to vote.
Vote or die. Yeah. You're not black if you don't vote for the governor.
Oh man! All right, this is a good one here. Be single for a year. This includes no dating or go on bad dates for a year straight.
Now, which era are we talking about? This current era?
Yes, this current era. Yes.
I already been doing that one. Say less. No dates.
I would like to think that all of us have already done both of those.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with single, man. I'm straight on the bad dates. That's a waste of money.
Yeah.
It is a waste of money. Yeah, no dates.
That's because my damn time, man.
I'd probably be Gabe's intern on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I can teach you how to trick.
I was thinking that. Yeah, just do OnlyFans for a year, man.
I'm gonna be the antagonist. I'm taking the bad days. I'm gonna have better stories than y'all at the end of the year.
Facts. That's
right.
Yeah. Now hold up. Now, with a bad dates still end in a happy ending though.
That's what I'm saying. Like a bad date, you might could smash, but I don't know.
Yeah. No smash.
I I think LAR is thinking more about getting more subscribers and more money. So I see why he says the dates, you'd have more stories.
No, I mean, even without it, it'd still be funnier stories with my friends.
Oh, your friends. Okay.
Look, think about it. Okay, you single for a year. What do you act? What stories do you? Well, I was in the house playing games, and I was in the house playing games, and I was in the house playing with myself. No.
Well, I mean, there's lots of stuff you could do. You single for a year. I mean, you could do whatever. I mean,
you could learn.
I'd probably be in the gym. I'm in the gym like crazy. I mean, there's so many things you can still go do.
You can go
now,
to school.
we talking about right now with Corona going on, then yeah, probably not. But I mean, you can still go to the gym, go to the park. You can go fishing. You can go hiking. You can go rock climbing. I mean,
all of those things enter into the equation of you meeting somebody and having a bad date.
Right. I still need the hope of. I need the hope of cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta you know what I'm saying? I gotta change mine. I gotta go with some bad dates.
You got that follow Barack Obama book, The Audacity of Cheeks.
Yeah, Audacity of Cheeks. I need hope.
Hope and cheeks.
Excellent. Hope and cheeks. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Last question: would you rather give up sex for a year or your cell phone?
Fuck that phone.
Fuck that phone.
That phone gone. Yeah, I'm trying to wane off the cell phone.
What?
Wait, now when you say cell phone, does that include all electronics or just the cell phone?
Just
like iPads,
bro.
But like iPhone, like iPads and stuff like that. That's included.
Nowadays, your cell phone is all your electronics.
Yeah, that's
what can't
true.
the damn thing do?
Right.
Okay. Then I would give up the cell phone.
I got a question I need to ask you all. So what's a cell phone? What is this device that y'all speak of?
It's a pocket computer.
Legend has it.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what they drew that thing on the. They had like hieroglyphics of that, right? In somebody's tomb.
Y'all wildin'.
Never heard of it.
And then depending on which one you put up, it was racist.
You nigga said, forget that. Cheeks got to be clapped. Clap, goddamn. Clap. All right. So hold on. Let me. My dear friend here. All right, fellas. So we are here. Hold on. I should be live. Yeah, I am. Hold on, y'all. We're about to get into these questions here. I just wanted to do that icebreaker really quick. Let me respond to this. All right, there we go. Okay, so I want to play a clip here. I played it on another show me and Frank did together. But this is I forget their name every time. Frank, you know that the one I'm talking about where the lady talking about lied to me.
Yeah, I think it was Nikki Giovanni and
and what's his name?
And what's that man's name?
Oh, James Baldwin.
James Baldwin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play this clip because I feel like this is how what women really feel they want to say to us men. And then we're going to get into the questions. Y'all can give your thoughts on this clip, and then we'll get into the questions. So let me play this right now.
If I love you, I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me. And you will. If you love me and you're going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me. Because what the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. But Billie Holiday say, hush now, don't explain.
All right, I accept that.
Of course you'll lie to me. Because I don't even want to care. What does the truth matter? And why are you going to be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? You lied when you smiled at that cracker down the job, right? Lie to me, smile. Treat me the same way you would treat him.
I can't treat you the way I treat him.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. Of course he doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. You come on when I catch hell. Because I love you, I get least of you. I get the very minimum. And I'm saying, fake it with me. Is that too much of the black woman to ask of the black man?
All right.
You must.
She said, you got to fake it with me. What y'all think about that? Y'all jump in there. What y'all think about that one?
That's a lot to unpack right there. So she was talking about struggle up back in the 60s.
It means absolutely nothing.
So
Yeah.
what I could say about that is it kind of makes me think about how a lot of parents deal with children. Like when how your parents know certain things that may hurt your feelings or be hard for you to accept. And so what do? They lie to you when you ask about it. And then when you find out later on in life, you're like, well, why didn't you ever tell me? Why did you lie to me? They say, because I love you. And it makes me think about that because it's kind of like, okay, you say you love someone. When you love someone, you don't want to hurt their feelings a lot of the time. And so I'm thinking in that sort of situation, maybe she could be referring to, this man has another family across town because we know a lot of that went on during that time. But, you know, she may kind of feel like that's going on, but he gonna lie to her because he don't want her to know for certain that, yeah, this man is in the arms of another woman when he ain't with you. So he gonna tell her, no, that ain't what I'm doing because that's gonna keep her happy, quote unquote, at the end of the day. So
Okay.
Right. I think I'll say I think that what Nikki was talking about was she was alluding to the fact that a lot of people they want they don't want love, they want comfort. And sometimes real love is not comfortable because when you love someone, you're really into them and you've connected on a certain level, it requires you to be honest and to tell the truth. That's what true love is. I can't say I love you if I don't give you who I really am. You know what I mean? And I want to allow you to give me who you really are. That's not love. That's comfort. So a lot of women um, have made deals with themselves in order to be in a relationship with someone. They just rather be comfortable, lie to me, tell me I look good when you really don't feel that way anymore. Tell me that you were at the office when you really weren't. Just make me feel good, like like Holly Berry said in Monsters Ball, as opposed to being in love and having to be honest and accountable to one another.
Man, Frank, that was an excellent answer, man.
absolutely.
Man, that was
Yeah.
my favorite scene, Halle Berry scene ever. Out of all the movies, I like the one when she said, "Made me feel good."
She earned that Oscar, man.
Yeah, hey,
She earned it.
she earned that Oscar like dead ass. Elliot, what you think about that one? That clip I just played, brother.
I looked at it and I thought it was out of context because
Okay.
no offense to James Baldwin because he's dope, but he's not a heterosexual man.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
So
That's fair
that's
enough. Fair
right,
enough. Yeah.
right,
so that's
right.
not a conversation that a man would. That's probably not a. His response is probably not the response of a heterosexual man at the time.
Yeah. That's a really good point there, LAR. Good point. Bobby, what you think, bro?
That excerpt comes from one of my favorite conversations and one of my favorite dialogues. I'm actually probably gonna sometime this week dig that up and listen to it again because I just think it was such an amazing dialogue between the two of them. And Baldwin's comment about what the truth looks like or what love looks like. I got to be honest. I resonate with it and I agree with him. I remember during one of his specials, I can't remember which, and I've been trying to find the clip of it for years because that shit was just all the way 100% solid. But Cat Williams said during one of his stand-up routines, and some people might recognize it as I talk about it. He had said a lot of these dudes out here, and I'm doing a very poor job of paraphrasing it, but he said a lot of these dudes out here think that they pimps and players because they got multiple females, but they got to lie to the one that they're actually with about it.
Mm.
And he said that's not really pimping. If you really a player, if you really a pimp, you can go to your woman flat up and said, "Look, I like you, I love you, I care about you, whatever, but I also got another chick on the side. I'm not gonna stop seeing her, but I still feel this way about you. I'm gonna do right by you, but I got this one on the side. Now, what you gonna do about it? Make a decision. What you gonna do?" And if he's really got his shit together, she's gonna say, "You know what? even if I don't like the idea of you having another woman, I got enough respect for you, or I appreciate the way you handle your business, where I'm still going to stick around with you. If you really love and care about a person, that demands that you tell the truth to them. And I think that because if a person really has the option, that says a whole lot. Anyone can stick around with you if you tell them everything that they want to hear. You're basically setting the stage in your favor. But if you can just be honest and say, look, this is what the deal is, you know, I might not stay faithful to you. I might have other people, but I'm always going to keep it real with you. I'm always going to do my right by you. I'm always going to handle my business, my end of the deal. You'll be surprised what you can get. I know, just dealing with that specific situation, I know of dudes who have kept it 100 with females they were trying to get interested with. And even if they said, you know what, I'm not into that kind of thing, because they had so much respect and they saw that this dude operated that way, they've put him down with other women that they were friends with who were perfectly fine with that kind of operation, just on the strength of respect. You know, that kind of love that we're talking about, that's a dysfunctional love. I just think that love has to have truth to really blossom and grow properly. So you know that you love someone, you tell them the truth, because that means you put them in the driver's seat, you give them the choice to do what's best for them, not what's best for you.
Great answer. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, brothers, we're gonna get right into the conversation today. Right now, I'm gonna read the questions here that I have, and then we will respond. Kid Gravity, Bishop, LAR, Frank, and Bobby in that order. And of course, we may veer off and chop it up about certain things, but I'm gonna start with question one here. Question one, simply put, tell us about your dating experience overall up until the year of 2020. Now, I know Frank and Key Gravity are married. You can give your thoughts about what you think the dating game is today, and if you're happy that you are out of the dating game. And then the single brothers, y'all can say, how do you feel the dating world is currently right now? Because I'm going to give my take real quick. It's ass. These hoes ain't shit. So that's what Ultimate Black Man thinks. Go ahead, Kid Gravity.
All right. Well, I've been married for 3 years this past July. Well, this past June. And I'm glad that I'm out, because it seems that we got married at the right time, because the quality of women are starting to go down. Not offending any ladies, but it's just, I'm saying it because I've been with the same woman for 8 years up to that point, and I actually found one that's actually normal, and that was tough because we like a lot of the same interests, so we vibed off of that. Because nowadays, if it ain't money or music or watching stupid reality shows, it's kind of tough to date out here. And I have little sisters, and they're complaining that there's no guys out here, and they're thinking about going to the other side. So, you know, I feel bad for them, and I also feel bad for my little 1-year-old, because she's gonna have to, if it doesn't change, she's gonna have to deal with these fools. But, you know, I mean, looking at it now, I'll start praying for you brothers who want to, you know, hopefully settle down and try to find something. I don't pray, but I'll do it for you, because we gotta. It looks better if black men are a lot happier, especially with a woman on their arm. We seem to run through walls a lot better and a lot more easily when we have a woman cheering us on, and is willing to, after we're bleeding, to wipe the towel, not try to see how our pulse is, so she can get our money.
Okay.
Sorry,
Fair
ladies.
Enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Go ahead, Bishop.
Okay, so after giving this some thought, you know, I think it depends on what your purpose for dating is. So if you just out here and you just trying to smash on something, I think now is a better time than ever. Cause I mean, you got Tinder, Bumble. I mean, a lot of women now, they do a lot of things on their own. They don't require much of guys a lot of the time. Because for one, I mean, you know, they don't want to feel like they have to respect the guy because, I mean, I do it all by myself, so you can't tell me nothing. But we'll get more into that later. But if you just out here trying to smash, that's fine. I think I think there are a lot of women out here today that aren't looking for no relationship. Mainly, whether that reason be because they feel like a lot of the guys out here aren't up to par, or, you know, whether it be something else. But so I think, I mean, if you the type of dude that's trying to have rotations and be out here with all types of women, I think now is a better time than ever. Now, if you're the type of guy who's dating with the intentions of marriage, then it's trash. Because I think that uh, a lot of the women that are out here in the dating market just aren't worth keeping, and it's just unfortunate because it's just I feel like a lot of women today are more selfish than selfless, and I think you know when it comes to a serious long term relationship, you can't be with no selfish woman. It ain't gonna work. So that's my take on it.
All right. It's a good answer. LAR. What you think, brother?
I think the dating market is very much so entertaining because you got a plethora of people who are mad that the fantasy that they made up in their mind about being single didn't come true.
Mm.
And they never did anything about it to actually make the fantasy come true anyway. So there's a lot of delusional people, bitter people, ultimately people that I could have a good laugh at. Sometimes I laugh with. So that's what I think.
Okay. All right. Frank, what you think, brother?
I think if you are a beta male, you know what I mean, this is your season. You know what I mean? I think that there are a lot of I think there are a lot of masculine women who want a beta male, or who are in relationships, or who would like to be in a relationship with a beta male. So I think if that's who you are, this is your season. But for masculine men, men who want a specific type of woman, I think it is very hard for them. You know, a lot of women now, they are more focused on themselves. They're more focused on their careers and making it pop, and having a hot girl summer, and doing all those things. So there's really not a lot of building going on, and and it's not structurally based. I think women now more than ever believe that they can do um, anything, they can be anybody and get anything that they want. You know what I mean? And there's no line that can't be crossed, and they can't come back from and get the guy that they want. So um, I think in this day and time, that's what's prevalent. I think there's a lot of filler. I don't think there's a lot of substance as it relates to women. I think women just want to look the part. They want to smell the part, but they don't want to play the part. They don't want to be the part internally, doing that real feminine work on the inside. So if you're into substance, if you're into surface level, um, this is your season. But if you're into substance and something real, that's very rare nowadays.
100 on that one. 100, man.
Yes,
100.
sir.
Man, that's my boy View from the Man Cave. Everybody that's coming in, make sure you hit the like button, please. Let's get this up in YouTube's algorithm. There are 37 people listening. We should have 37 likes. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Bobby Drake, what you think, bro?
Man, I know how my brother Daniel Kaluuya felt in Get Out, boy. It's like the sunken place. I
Mm.
hate it here. Get Remember that Dwayne Wade T-Mobile commercial? Get me out of
Out
here.
of here.
Nah, but yeah, I'm joking, but I'm also there's a lot of truth in my jokes. So it is hell out here, man. It's great. The dating pool right now, it's great for playing. It's great for laying.
Mm.
Yep.
but it really ain't very good for staying, man.
Not at all.
Nice. Hey,
We
okay.
got a whole lot of people out here right now who don't really even know what it is to be in a relationship, period. You got a
Yeah.
bunch of people that basically really what they really want is they just want companionship, they want sex. They want to be single within the relationship. And that goes for both men and women. You know,
Yeah.
they don't want to have obligations to the other person. They want to try and be independent and not in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
They want to just do them and pretty much just come together when it's convenient.
Yeah.
And I mean that is a type of relationship, but I mean, that's not what people who are stable and functional actually want. And so that's the current state of affairs right now. It's if you're not serious, if you're just doing you, this isn't a bad time to be out and about. But if you got your shit together and you're trying to actually make moves, trying to build, trying to piece together a nice family, make major moves, you got a lot of sifting to do.
Man, hey, man said a lot of sifting to go through, man. You ain't lying on that one.
Good, man. Those were all excellent answers, and the women love them. Murray Mo, shout out to Murray Mo. He says dating in today's climate is horrible. I ran into so many young single mothers that it's not even funny, and so many are sleeping around, and it's obvious they are sleeping around. There's literally nothing worse than meeting a beautiful black woman, but then finding out she has a kid by a thug or a bum. This is getting out of control. It's been out of control for years. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing worse than seeing a girl at the grocery store. She turning around talking about that ass is sitting right in the sundress. She got the white toe tips. The body's right, curvaceous. She's smelling good. She got that flower bomb on, and you ready to choose.
Mm-hmm.
And then from out of nowhere come two little snot boogers talking about some mommy, and she ain't got no ring on her finger. Nigga, I be pissed. Or when I go to their profiles on Facebook, you be like, damn, she fine. Then you go to a little Facebook profile, you see my son is my king. She got like 3 kids in her cover photo. My heart be broke, dog.
I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. You go out, let's say you go to a bar or something like that. You see a chick, she fine, she fits the description, as I like to say. You go up, y'all chop it up, and then you get her number or whatever. Then she say something like, yeah, I gotta go ahead and get home because I got, my babysitter gotta go to school in the morning or something. You be like, what? Your babysitter? Now it's like you didn't just the whole night has been wasted.
Facts.
Make you want to do like Trey and and Boys in the Hood and start swinging in the air, just mad.
Man, hey dog, I swear.
But she wants you to buy her kids a kids meal.
Oh man, I ain't had that happen. Not with someone that I wasn't already involved with, but man, no.
Man, I wasn't always married, man. I got stories for days.
Oh, we're gonna get to the single mothers in just a minute, y'all. Y'all just wait, because I got a lot to say about them. Because I ain't let loose on single moms in a minute, but I'm ready. The spirit hit me. It hit me early today. I said, I'm gonna cook, goddammit. I'm gonna cook. So y'all just wait. I got something to say about their ass. Let's see here. My next question here, and I see Taisha. She said a really good point. Shout out to Taisha. If y'all haven't subscribed to her channel, do so. She has a real big following. She says, "Don't settle for a low hanging fruit, brothers. Don't settle. God damn it."
Taisha,
right. Yes.
Love me some sister.
I'm about to follow her right now.
Yeah, she's real good people, man. Like real talk. She's always supported me when I first started. She supports Frank, man. She got good content on her channel too.
Fire content.
She be telling women how to strap up too out here in these streets.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So you don't want no heat with Taisha. Taisha blow your head off.
Nah,
she is
I need that
platinum plate
for my podcast.
You try to get up with Taisha, man. You might not make it out.
Matter of fact, you know what? Let me go put in the plug for my sister right now.
Oh man,
go look her up on Facebook right now. Taisha Essex, TIEESHA. Last name Essex, ESSEX. Sister is slanging that concealed carry gear, ladies. She got the belly band holsters.
I've never seen a more feminine woman, cleaner weapon.
Man, facts.
Than Taisha.
Look,
Bruh.
Y'all
hair
ain't
done, nails done,
Slade and
polishing the pistol, dog.
firing
I got
off.
I got too much respect to say what I like to say out loud in public, but all I'm gonna say is,
Hey, yeah.
just be wishing that was
I
a
know.
millimeter.
It's nice to know I wasn't the
Bring the
only one.
frog lube for her, man. She ain't even got. I bring the frog lube. What's up?
Yeah. If y'all haven't sub to her, y'all playing around.
Yeah, man, y'all bullshit, man. Go subscribe to her. She been at this for a minute too, so I've been following her for a while, and it's amazing to see where she's come from. So shout out to her. Bobby said he might have to take a trip up to ATL. Goddamn it!
Try to choose a little bit.
Hey man, I ain't mad at you. Shit, I ain't
About to
mad
change
at
my
you.
name to Glock. Polish time.
Oh man, so let's see here. How is? Let me see here. Oop, this is the wrong one. God damn it!
She said, "Wait till you see my rifle video." All right.
Oh
Don't do
shit!
that. Don't do that.
Bang bang.
Hold on, y'all. God, how did I pulled up the wrong questions. Man, I'm telling y'all, it's been a day today. I feel retarded as hell. Let me see what these questions. Here we
Deep
go.
breath.
It's in my
Take a deep breath, brother.
it's in my other drive. Here we go. Okay. All right. So, fellas, what is your ideal date you would take a woman on? And do you believe in going Dutch or paying for the first date?
Ideal first date. Ideal first date. Well, we talking in 2020, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how much can you do with 6 feet between you?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
My ideal date is OnlyFans. Okay, so I'm going to OnlyFans.
My man.
And I'm putting in my credit card information. It's a
Shut
date
up.
for me. So hey,
Damn, so you anti-date now, Gabe?
I'm anti-date, pro tricking.
Yeah.
Might finna have the women really hating them now. He ain't even taking us out no more.
Man said I'm gonna bring the cash. Just gotta bring that ass.
Man, tell you, dog. Screw this.
G, you might get you one, man. You might get you one that you get some dinner or something, and she'll watch the OnlyFans with you.
No, I'm saying, bro. Let me tell you something. If I meet me a chick that's like, you know what, man, put that OnlyFans on, nigga, y'all not gonna see me no more. I'm gonna be gone for like a year.
But see, what lady you know gonna want to sit up and look at another lady feet, man?
Nigga.
Hey,
listen, ladies like ladies.
Now, Bishop,
Like
you
ladies.
know better than anybody on this panel. These chicks go both ways most of the time.
Yes, sir.
Even the quote unquote feminine ones.
I mean, yeah.
Let me say this, fellas. Let me say this because I gotta say,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get in some trouble, but I'm gonna say it.
Speak from your heart, bro.
Ladies, we know y'all like pussy. Okay. I have dated women who online was like, I would never date a woman. And then when I'm talking to her offline, she's telling me pussy eating stories.
Did y'all just hear
And
the
she's
collective
watching,
gasp?
and she watches
Yes.
girl on girl porn. Ladies, we know y'all like women. Y'all, it's just listen, we know. So when men ask you, y'all might as well just be honest. Now there are a few that are not like that, but we know but a lot of y'all go both ways. We know this. Yeah, because y'all freaky as hell and y'all curious. So I'm not oblivious to this. A lot of women, they'll try to run their con game on me, but when they realize I'm not that slow, they're honest. Every woman I've dated, minus one, has had a sexual relation with a woman. Even if she did not like dating women, she slept with a woman. So I'm just saying, and anyway, key gravity. Let me get back to the question because I'll be talking about that all day because I've had long discussions about that. Your ideal date, where would you take a woman, and do you believe in paying for the first date or going Dutch?
Okay, ideal first date. I would basically make I would just make a meal and then we just enjoy some movies. Get like a projector and just enjoy each other's company because
So
Such a
Netflix
married
and
man
chill.
answer.
nah,
Netflix
not
and chill.
Netflix. Nah, I would. I mean,
Hulu.
Hulu
eh.
and chill. Okay, there we go. Cause let me tell
Hulu
you
and
something. If you come over my house and we watching movies, I'm grabbing an ass cheek.
Facts.
oh no, we try to play popcorn. Please, I'm trying to play popcorn game. Come on now.
I want
I don't
you
play
to.
around. I don't play around.
And look, it's 2020. You got to pat her down to make sure she ain't carrying no dangerous weapons.
Oh no! Well,
Okay.
before we do the date, she has to pull out the COVID test.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta make
I'm
sure.
not playing.
Hey,
I got my back said not detected, so I can do a lot.
facts.
But I'm married, so if my wife sees this, we was just playing.
Shout out to Lil
But
Martin. I see you, man.
yeah, but first date, I don't mind paying because I'm gonna be in control of where we go. So if you don't like the food, that's on you. You can starve and I'll get you a glass of water because it's free, and
With
you
lemon
can
and some
enjoy what.
sugar.
Nah, that costs. No, I work in restaurants. That costs. No. You can see the look on people's face when you ask them for lemon and sugar. They're like, "Why the hell you just order a lemonade, you cheap bastard?" Nah.
Okay.
Like I said, if I'm paying for all of it, I'm saying, okay, we're going to a Thai restaurant. I'll show you the menu. You don't like that? Tough shit.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bishop, what you think? What's the ideal date for you? And are you paying for the first date or are you going Dutch?
All right. So ideal first date for me is I mean, I'm a little bit old fashioned with my choice. I ain't into the all this extra ass shit folks be doing now, man. We went rock climbing first date. I ain't trying to do all that. My ideal first date would be go to, I'd probably say maybe like some kind of a more small local restaurant where they play some live music or something, dim lights, something real chill, and something that don't be too packed, so that you know our engagement can be a little more uh intimate, personal, and have a nice dinner, maybe a glass of wine, chop it up, go from there. Now, first date, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna pay. That ain't no thing. And especially if I actually really like the chick. Now that's the thing. If you somebody that I'm kind of iffy on, like I like you, but I don't really know if you really really feeling me like that. Nah, you finna pay for something.
Mm.
So because it's I don't feel I I'm real big on the whole, you know, the guy gotta pay for everything. At least on like a first date with a chick that he don't really know, and he don't really know what her attraction level is. And I feel like a lot of dudes out here, because they want to try to flex, they want to try to impress the woman. They like, man, I'm finna take her to the nice restaurant and I'm gonna pay for everything because I want her to know that, I got it like that and stuff like that. And then you pay for the nice date, and she gonna tell you good night, and she finna go home, and she finna call that nigga with no job to come tear them cheeks up, and then
Mm.
you finna go home with a little less money in your pocket and a dry dick. So
Hmm.
we ain't trying to do that. So I feel like, on the first date, pay at your own risk.
Okay, fair enough. LAI, what you think, bro?
Man, first of all, ain't no going Dutch nothing. I don't do that.
Okay.
My because I like playing around and joking. My first day to be like a main event with Dave and Buster's or something because we gonna have some fun and because if you ain't fun, I'm gonna have some fun regardless because I'm paying for it.
Talk to him.
So You know, you can, for me, you could chill out. You play pool and talk, and drink at the bar. You can eat, and sit down and mind your business, watch a little television. You could play you could bowl if you want to. If you go, and if they really an asshole or you're really fun, you can go laser tag and shoot somebody. Like, you know what, I want to shoot your ass because you said that shit at the table. So it's, you know, but it's all a good time. So that for me is about having a good time. Because if you can't have and let me say this and then shut up. The reason I say that is because if you can't have a good time with somebody, there's no reason to be around them.
Right.
So that's it.
I agree. I agree with
Excellent
that.
answer. Excellent answer. That's why I had LAR, man. He be coming with the heat. Main event's a really good first date too. Real good first date. Frank, what about you, bro? Ideal
Yeah.
first date, man. You paying for the first date or no?
I'm absolutely paying. I don't split nothing. I think it's disrespectful when I take my wife out to dinner and they put the check in the middle, or they look confused as to who to get a check
Wait,
to.
Frank, say that
Oh
again.
man,
I feel
man.
Frank, say that again.
disrespected by that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't split nothing. You know what I mean?
Tell him put some respect on your name.
I pay for that. You know what I mean? I got it.
Yeah.
And but I think being that I live in the DMV, in the DC metropolitan area, there are a lot of cool things to do here. And for brothers who are trying to date and make a great first impression, you could do that here, and you don't really have to spend a lot of money. One thing I would do probably I think would be a real fly first date, is I would take her to an embassy. You know what I mean? There are a lot of the majority of the embassy, all of the embassies are here. All the countries, whatever. So we will go to an embassy. Usually, they have events. They have music and wine tastings and things like that. So I'm a very cultured person. So I like culture. I like history, things like that. So on this date, I'm not just necessarily trying to um, I do want to see her out in the elements too. I want to take her out. I want to see how I want to see how she dresses. I want to see how she interacts with me, with other people, wherever we go. So I'm peeping all of that. I'm studying all of that, and at the same time, I'm giving her me too. It ain't just this date ain't just about her. You understand what I'm saying? It's about me too. I'm showing you like, look, this is what you have the opportunity to choose up on. You know what I mean? If you lucky. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I move with it. So I'm gonna show you me. You know what I mean? We'll go somewhere like a nice embassy or something. Maybe the Haitian one. I like that. A few other ones. But we'll go to an embassy. We'll have some fun there. Look at some artwork. Hear some music, laugh, talk, whatever. Just hit it off. And then after that, we'll probably go somewhere nice, get some drinks, and just a little nightcap or something. So that's how I would do it.
So Frank, you saying when I come to the DMV, I gotta take MB to an embassy?
I mean, yo, man, it's. I mean, she can be more, so it's a little different up there. But if you bring her down here to DC,
No,
man,
but I mean,
just on the cultural side of the game, there's so many
driving ain't
things.
nothing but a thing.
No,
brother.
right? It ain't. It's like 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes away. But yeah, man, what I mean, it's a lot of cool things to do here. It don't really cost a lot of money.
All right, man. I wrote that down.
Just be creative with it.
Taking MB to the embassy. Bet. Say less. Say less. Say less. Bobby Drake. What do you think, bro?
Yeah. When it comes to who's paying on the date, that's gonna be me right there. Because I want to set the tone off top first quarter. Want to let her know what it is. I do that for myself first and foremost because I want to make it clear that I'm setting the stage, that I'm serious, and that I take what we're doing serious. And also, again, like someone else mentioned, you choose the place, the ball's in your court. Some people like to make it sound as if you're going to get stuck with this huge behind bill if you take it upon yourself. But I'm like, if you're picking the location that you're going to, you have full control of what the range of that is. So that could be any place from Benihana's or Roots Chris. It could be someplace, McDonald's or Checkers if that's your thing. But you have when the ball's in your court, it's up to you to make the best move. You can't get upset about having the ball in your hands and you make the whack move. That's up to you. But as far as places to go for first dates or whatever, That depends. I don't have an ideal first date because when I'm dating somebody, I'm constantly evaluating them. So where we go on a dates depends on what I want to see out of you, what I
Right.
want to test, what I want to see if you have what's attractive to me, what would be conducive to building or going forward. Because when I'm dating someone seriously, not just a casual thing, I want to find out if you're a person who I would even consider proposing to. So I might want to see certain things about you. Uh, if you're not necessarily a flashy person, if you're really low key, really natural, you don't really dress up too much, I might want to see what you look like in a more formal area where it's time to, come dressed to the nine. So I might just invite you to someplace real fly. I was talking to one shorty about 2 or 3 years ago, gorgeous sister. But I really wanted to see what she looks like when she goes all out. So uh, a friend of mine who's a lawyer, he was having his birthday bash at a lounge in downtown Miami. So I'm like, you know what? It's a perfect time. I really want to see what she looked like when she's dressed to kill. So I went ahead and pitched it to her. She was a little apprehensive. I'm like, yeah, come through. It's gonna be real cool. It's gonna be real fun. I came to pick up, and my God, damn! If I didn't have self control, we wasn't gonna be going no party. We gonna find some place to make that happen on the spot.
Mm.
But I took her out, and of course, everything. I paid for her cover. I paid for her drinks and everything. Real good time. Um, it's his birthday party, but I was low key still in the show because every chance, it was folks talking to me, talking to her, it was eyes on us, So I more than got my money's worth. I wasn't even trying to flex like that, but you know, just the status boosting that she did for me at that time. Plus, we had a great time out, and we had a pleasant affair afterwards. Needless to say, um, another woman I dated before, she had claimed when we first started talking that she was,
Hey,
big in
Bobby, hold on
intelligence.
1 second. So I'm gonna let you finish, but I gotta go open the door. My food is here. My friend has bought it for me. I'm about to tear this shit up. But you go ahead, and Frank, if I'm not back, you can read the next question.
All right, bet.
Go ahead, Bobby.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, so another woman I was talking to before when we first started talking with each other, she stressed how big intelligence was for her, how she really liked smarts and like deep discussions and stuff. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I got to put this to the test and see if she's just trying to blow smoke in my ass. So our first date was to a bookstore.
Hmm.
So we slid to Barnes and Noble, and we just had a reading date. She was kind of taken aback by it, but she liked it. So I said, all right, let's grab 2 or 3 books, and let's meet up in 15 minutes and let's read together. And so we did that. I grabbed some books that I liked that I had on my reading list, and I got to see what things that she was interested in. It was mostly that urban lit. So I'm like, I don't really see the intelligence that she says she's all about. But okay, I'm gonna let her ride. But I got to see what I
Y'all
wanted to
y'all was
see out of
reading
her.
Zane, bruh?
Yo.
If it was Zayn, I would have taken that as a cue for cheekage. But she tried to play me and get off on the bus stop just before Zayn. Like, come on, man, you gonna go all out, go all out. But she did her thing. We enjoyed ourselves, and I turned around. I got me one of the books that I wanted, and at the end of the date, I grabbed her the 3 books that she picked up, and then we just grabbed some coffee from the bookstore. And we left and went our separate ways. So we had a good time. I didn't spend too much money, but we enjoyed ourselves. So the date is based on what I want to see. It's based on what I want to draw. I want to figure out, is this just a good outing for us, or is this going to be leading to something more? And no matter what happens, it's always going to be something that I want to do.
Right.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna
Right.
go to a place I don't like just to say, "Oh, we went on a date." If
Yeah.
it's a high class restaurant but the food sucks, I'm not going. If we go into some place else, I just want a cheeseburger. I might stop by Burger King and say, "You want something?" And then we'll eat on the way to wherever we're going. But it's about what I want. But I'm bringing her along, so I'm setting that tone.
Right.
Right.
So I had a question I just wanted to, ask you all as
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
collective, right? So
Mhm.
when we're talking about these dates, do you let your date know beforehand where you're going? Or do you say like, I'm gonna surprise her and I'm gonna pick her up or just tell her to meet me here on the day of or whatever? How do y'all go about that?
Nah, I usually I'm planning everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to like what I think a lot of ladies don't get about us is that when we date, we're very cerebral and we're very specific, and we're focusing on setting the tone. So um, that's what I do. I try to set a tone. So when we
Right.
go out, when I was dating, and even now, that I'm married with my wife, I plan the date. We're going to go here. We're going to do this or whatever. And she's just like, look, okay, tell me when you need me to be ready. You know what I mean? And I'm
Right.
coming. I want to be with you. So yeah. So I'm not really one to kind of, let her pick or do anything like that.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
kind of, because once you get to the point where you're going out on a date, I think you've had a few conversations. And so, when you've had those conversations, if you're asking some of the right questions and getting the right dialogue, you kind of understand, a little bit about her, who she is and stuff like that. So you take
Right.
all that in on top of what you want to do and what you want to show her. And then I just plan it and knock it out.
Right.
Yeah. No, I usually tell them because
Right.
you it's good to spring it on them, but especially if you don't know the female, you're kind of playing with fire there a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She might throw attitude on you if she doesn't like where you're going or what you're doing, and then you're like, okay, fine. I'm gonna swipe right, and go somewhere else right after I drop you off.
Right.
Then we're just gonna remix this. So
Well.
yeah, it's nice to tell
Okay.
them when you're in a
Yeah.
relationship. Then you surprise it on them.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get a better sense
So.
of who they are.
Okay.
Right.
So.
Now,
Unless you're one of them
Well.
lurkers.
Well, I said that because it's I wanted to kind of I wanted to put it a different perspective out here. So, um, a lot of the dates that you guys are describing, well, even me for like the ideal, but if we're gonna talk about like legit, like for real, like a first date, a lot of those dates to me, they sound like the type of dates that I would take like somebody that I really like after I've been talking to her for a certain period of time. Um, Now we talking about like first dates. All right, let's say, all right, I'll just use me for an example. I know you mentioned that, usually y'all have had a couple of conversations, so you kind of got a more of a feel for the woman. So you might kind of that might influence how you pick where you go, right?
Mhm.
But I'm saying let's take somebody that don't have that time. So for me, for example, I work I work 12 hours a day, 7 to 7. And then I get off work, I go to the gym, stay in the gym till close. That could be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Um, then after that, I have to get food, have to eat, have to shower. By the time I get done with all of this, it's basically bedtime.
Right.
And if I were to meet a woman that I'm interested in that I want to take out on a date, um, it ain't probably ain't gonna be that much conversation going on before the date. So that first date is gonna be dedicated to us getting to know each other, not me trying to show you this is what I can do for you or any of that. It's more like we getting to know each other. It's almost like a like it's almost like the pre it's like the very beginning stages of like if you were to apply for a job, you got to come in and fill out the application. Then we gonna call you back, and that's when you come in and do the interview. This basically you filling out the application, the first date. I'm getting to know you. I'm getting a feel for you, all that, and then based off of that, the next date might be whatever. Look, here we go already. Somebody check pre-date. Y'all can call it whatever you want. But I'm looking at it this way. You plan this big, fancy, elaborate date, the first date. This is some woman who may not know you. Say that only works for ugly girls.
Nah, don't
Okay.
leave the ugly girls alone. Come on, leave them alone. Not
But
tonight.
no, what I'm saying is, okay, so we finna go again. Like I said, I'm not. If it's the first date and we gonna plan. I'm planning. I'm not finna plan no big extra elaborate date. Now, if you somebody that I already kind of know, I got a feel for you and all that. That's different. But I'm talking about you, somebody I don't know. So my investment is finna be low out the gate, cause it's essentially it's a gamble. But I'm saying the first date is about us getting to know each other. Now, if you ain't down with that, that's fine. You done already weeded yourself out, and you can keep it moving. Now, if we had this first date wherever it is, and it's kind of funny how folks are already starting to talk. I ain't even said what that could be. That first date might be a quote unquote expensive date to you because of how much money I make, but that's besides the point. But I'm saying you plan this big elaborate date. You telling the woman we finna do this, this, and that. Now, you've already given her an incentive to accept the date, whether she like you or not. And see, and I have been told this from folks that I know that they'll go out, and we all know this. They'll go out on a date with a guy just to get a free meal, just to get some entertainment, just to kill time.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah. And so, my thing is, you doing all of this, and the chick is, she'll go on the date with you, and then after that, you might not hear from her no more, or she start to flake on you and whatever. She got a nice date, she got some entertainment out of you, and now she done moved on. Now, if you ain't done none of that, then you didn't lose much, if that's the case. Now, we're not doing the right or wrong. We're not trying to, this ain't no measurement contest of how much I can do or all of that. This is all about, two people getting to know each other. And when it's two people getting to know each other, the date, the location really ain't that important. Because we all know that when it's somebody that really like you, and I'm talking about you, they don't really care where y'all going because they trying to be in your mix. You take a chick out to a nice date because you really like her and you want to do that for her. But if we're gonna go off of the last show, because y'all ladies told on yourself. See, Gabe asked y'all. He said, "What makes a date whack?" And all of them said, "If the guy was whack." They didn't say, because the date was this or that, or it wasn't this or that. They said if the dude's whack. So if we going off of that, we could go, if our first date is a doggone walk in the park, if our conversation was nice, the vibe was nice, you're going to say that was a good date. Now, I could plan to say we finna go skydiving, rock climbing, and we going to have a fancy restaurant at the riverfront, but I'm a lame. The date going to suck.
Yo, Bishop, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, Kid Grabby. Let him finish, and then I'm gonna move on to some other questions because we're running a little bit behind.
All right,
cool. Yeah. I'm saying you do all that, but you lame. The vibe is off. She gonna say the date is whack, but at the end of the day, she can still say, "Well, I did get to do this. I did get to do that. I did get a good meal. So, I guess it wasn't that bad." But to you though, you like, man, I just came off of however much you spent, and then the chick ain't even really like me at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So
Facts.
So I'm saying I'm not against the elaborate fancy dates for the first date if that's what you want to do, but I'm talking about if you're the type of guy who your first date is you trying to get to know this chick and fill her out, I wouldn't go for that because it's like, it's a gamble. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Good answer. Friend Angelica says, free meal. Wait a minute. I order Fleming Surf and Turf on DoorDash for lunch, please.
Well, enjoy your lunch.
Okay, that's fine. You probably ate it by yourself.
Oh my God, Bishop. Be nice. Friend,
I
you're
mean,
a
I'm just
beautiful
saying.
woman, by the way. Now, Bishop, let's look at Friend here. Now, she's very nice looking. You wouldn't tell me you wouldn't take her out on a real nice fancy date, trick out some of that money, them 12-hour shifts.
Man, look.
I ain't gonna lie,
certainly,
man. Friend, if I'm taking Friend out, man, I'm gonna trick a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Make it rain a little bit. Make me trick off.
Of course. But, you know, she done already disqualified herself from that comment. So now, just because you said that, we're gonna make sure the first date finna be extra cheap.
Make them know. Make them know.
What my thing is, man, I feel like too many guys today, we work hard for our money, man. We
Let me tell you.
It's hard out here for brothers. And I'm like, we give it away. I feel like we giving away our resources too freely. We meet these women and we don't know too much about them like that, but we want to show them the world. We want to do all this, and and it's kind of like you don't get very much of a return on that investment. And I'm, and I'm looking like they need to earn that. Okay. You have to earn the right for me to spend money on you. It ain't because I can't.
Look.
I want to, but you got to earn that. Okay. Just like I got to earn them draws, you got to earn this money.
Yeah, why she do that?
Man, yeah, so
come on,
man.
Lying over here, man.
Yo, she be so animated off that. Yo, look, all right, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened.
I'm ready to hear this. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, Frank took Rasha to Denny's?
She was worth a grand slam, but listen. All right, so this what happened, right?
Grand slam.
So this was early on, we were dating or whatever, we were kicking it. So this was like the first time she spent the night at the crib, right? So she spent the night. So we wake up the next morning, and I'm like, we didn't want to, leave each other because I was in the Army at the time, so I was off the next day, and so I was like,
Frank was already sprung,
boy. I mean, it happened like that. So I was like, yo, let's go get some breakfast real quick, right? She's from DC, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, let's just slide over to this Denny's or whatever. This Denny's real quick. All right. And so we go to the Denny's, right? So we get in there and our waitress was like hood as shit, right? She was real hood. So she was like, she said, are y'all on a date? And I was like, I guess. I mean, we just get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? But so our waitress was like, nobody ever took me to a place like this before. And I'm like, you work here. Like, you never had a dude I was like, so you never had a dude take you to Denny's before? Like, he didn't think you was worth Denny's? And so
damn. You gotta be kidding me.
So the waitress was like, yo, like nobody ever took me to a place like this before. And then I was like, well, yeah, she worth this. You know what I mean? I didn't say she was limited to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Because my wife need to stop playing because we done went everywhere. We done went to some of the most, we've been everywhere in 14 years of marriage. I done took her everywhere, fly joints, I pop bottles, all that. We've done it all. I mean, 5-star Michelin star restaurants, but she started at Denny's. You know what I mean? That was one of her, there was her starter pack, and she passed the test. You know what I mean? And we're here. But I didn't say, baby, stop that. I didn't say you were limited to Denny's. I said you were worth it. You were worth it. You know what I mean? I wanted that woman to know that, hey, some black women out here are worth a grand slam.
Right.
I wanted her to know that.
So
yeah.
MB, I can take you to Denny's and you'll be good with a grand slam when I come to the DMV, right? Got you. Yeah. Denny's it is. Frank has set the bar. Denny's on a first date.
I see the women saying, a lot of them saying they wouldn't accept the date if they didn't like the guy. I think y'all lying. And I'm pretty sure all of y'all done gone on a date with some guy that y'all didn't really like that. What I mean by like that, you didn't really have no intentions of taking it anywhere with the guy. You just like, I like him. He's nice to me. I'll let him take me out. And he took you out somewhere nice because he was trying to impress you. And y'all ain't give him nothing.
I want to hear what LAR has to say, but 1 second here, Fran. You can come on next week on the co-ed panel because
Please
I'm
come on.
hope Bishop,
Lord.
are you gonna be on the co-ed panel next week or you gonna be busy?
Man, when you doing? You doing it next Wednesday?
I may do it next Wednesday. I'm gonna correlate with everybody because I got some strong personalities that want to get on. So it's gonna be limited, but we'll talk after the show. But friend, email me
I do
here.
want to hear from Miss Fran because
Please
she
come
got
on.
a lot to say.
Please come on.
Okay.
We'd love to
You
hear
need
She
from
said she
Hold on,
shared the
y'all.
steak
Hold on,
with
y'all.
her coworker.
She got to put down the mollies, man. There is rampant substance abuse going on in the comments, bro.
She said surf and turf for lunch. Like that's her baseline.
Like
right
what?
there.
Hey,
Yeah.
Frank, man.
That's like something you get
Surf
from
and turf.
Fridays.
Frank, man,
That's what it sounds like, though, right?
Yeah.
you got mod status in the chat, Frank.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna let me
man.
turn this into Skid Row, bro? So I can
Nah,
have
nah,
drug use.
you know what I'm saying? Nah, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
got it.
it's funny, my wife, man, she always throw that in there, but I'm like, baby, you know what time it is, because
Okay.
we done had the private chefs, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I did make up for that comment though. I had to make up for it.
But yeah, friend, email me right here at ultimateblackmanradio@gmail.com and we'll talk about getting you on. I would add you on tonight, but I don't want this to be strictly men on tonight. So email me, dear.
Please
Okay.
email.
LAR, what you think about everything we've been talking about, man? I know you got a lot to say.
I was jumping in and out because I was doing stuff around the house. So
Oh yeah,
y'all
you good,
excuse me.
man. You good.
I'm gonna say something to the men and the women so y'all can understand this with little age and dating, right? First and foremost, don't take somebody or don't invite somebody to a place that where you don't go, and
Right.
you wouldn't do it for yourself.
Right.
Don't do nothing to impress them. Oh, I'm gonna take them there. If you never been there, don't go because you out of your way, because you don't know how much it's gonna cost you. Because some people got a budget, and then you go there and they break your budget, and you in your feelings. Now,
Yep.
take into consideration this other thing that a person will go out on a date with you and don't like you because you told them where you was going. They dating the experience, not you.
There you go.
Preach,
there
boy.
you go.
So it is what it is when it comes to that. But fellas, one of the coolest things I've learned over the years, if you can't afford it, don't be ashamed, but just do something you can afford. Like some people, you don't have to be where everybody at, and some of the coolest dates is where everybody not at.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop going to where everybody's seen, because basically, if you taking somebody where everybody is the it spot, that's a spot for them to leave you for somebody else. So if you're gonna date, but don't throw it out there on the first date like, yeah, we going here. No, player.
Man,
it should be about you, the person.
Man, you pull up, man. You tell her, man, I'm gonna take your ass to Roof Chris.
You know
and
what?
you
She
ain't
gonna
never
say
stepped
yeah.
foot in a Roof Chris
Right.
restaurant. Cause see, now I'm a food. Now I'm from Memphis, and like me and Bishop, like we from it. But there are food places everywhere here. Like you can go to 5-star, like Folks Folly's the best steakhouse in the city, and you'll get a good experience. Or I can take your ass to Interstate and get the same good food. Like you'll be just as happy going to Interstate Barbecue as you would Folks Folly. You know what I'm saying? And you're not gonna spend as much as Interstate, even though Interstate high as hell. You might not spend as much as at Interstate, but the experience is still gonna be good. And so y'all kind of answered the question where I was gonna ask: do y'all feel women use men for dates?
We
for
all
food.
know they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a woman. I don't think there's a woman. All right, let me do this. All the ladies in this chat, right? If you ever used a man for dinner, put one in the chat.
Put one in the chat.
No shade. No shade.
Don't
no
lie.
disrespect.
Don't lie, man.
No shade.
Don't lie,
Nothing.
man.
If you ever got to do just for a meal, hit number one.
Yeah, and that
But to
includes
tell the
having
truth,
dessert
the
after
whole
the bill
truth,
came.
No shade.
None but the
No,
truth.
Look at MB. Don't do
disrespect
this.
at all.
I look, MB said, Frank, don't do this.
No disrespect at all. You know what I mean?
Oh my
What's
God.
said in this chat will stay in this chat. Okay.
The doors.
Put the one in there. Put the one in there.
Oh my sisters.
Look at that.
The doors of the Ultimate Black Man Radio Church are now open.
Yes,
Come down to the altar. There is no judgment
Tell the
or
truth.
condemnation at the church of the Ultimate Black Man Radio. Come just as you are.
Oh my God.
High glory.
It's all right. Because we already, whether you put a one in there or not, we already know the truth. We know the truth already. We already know you did it.
Bless
Yeah,
your
whether
heart,
y'all put the
Rasha.
one or not,
The
we
truth
already
shall
know.
set you free.
Oh my God.
Oh,
that
glory
was
to God,
hilarious.
my sister MB.
MB.
Yeah, I see you. Shout out to MB.
Look at Fran.
Oh,
Look at
my
her. Look at
sister
her.
testify.
I
Told the
just
truth.
want to call her out. I just want y'all to know that
Bruh,
Fran
wait,
put one.
she
Your
put it
friend
in
too.
there.
She did all that talking.
Hey,
and she
You
hold
put
on.
see
one.
who dropped
Hey,
the
hey.
one, and not just the one, multiple ones. She got
Let-
like
You
one.
see
She
what
got
I'm
like
talking about? I'm gonna
1,011.
say every
She
one
got-
of those ones is a dude.
Devin, can I be petty?
Yeah,
Devin,
go
Can I
ahead,
be
Leon.
petty? I just want to be a jerk and reverse this. How many fellas have taken a woman out knowing they was getting used because they dropped the date like they was gonna get some action afterwards? Because I know if I take her here, she really gonna rock with me. Now, like
Yeah.
some of us use that ourselves and wind up just with a bill and a tip.
Of
Oh
course.
my God.
That's why I was
Back-
saying
No.
folks gotta stop with that, man. Folks go out because a lot of guys got that thing, they got that thought process where it's like, well, if I show her all that I can do out the gate, then of course she gonna rock with me because these other dudes not doing it, and she still ain't finna do nothing. She gonna enjoy that meal. She gonna come on Ultimate Black Man Radio and press 1.
Here's the irony, just for the guys to know. Just because you take somebody on a nice date, that ain't showing what you could actually do for them.
Right.
Yes.
You could that's taking them on a nice date. That's it. You gotta actually be involved with somebody to show them what you could do for them.
Yeah, somebody got a fan.
Man, hey, LA, man, listen, that's LAR. That's LAR you hearing, Fran.
No, Fran, you can't use me for no meal. No woman.
She likes surf and turf.
Oh, man, you got to come with it. She gonna
like
be
her
like,
surf and turf at
she like surf and turf. We go.
like, where you want to go on the
You gotta
first
make sure
date?
you have it at 12:30.
You gonna tell her you gonna take her to Old Charlie's on the first day. She can be like, boo, I'm better than Old Charlie's. You gonna have to meet
No. She said, "Hey, if she likes surf and turf, we going to get some fried catfish and burgers."
Hey,
You dig? You dig?
Oh man. So Fran says y'all like getting used because the roster I have is ridiculous. I bet you do have a roster.
She has a tight roster.
I bet you do have a roster.
See what I'm talking about, man? She ain't clowning.
Don't brag on your roster.
She got a nice
Don't brag on your roster.
I see that.
But she got the audacity. Lord have mercy.
Man, you gonna make these folks put you up here, boy. You gonna, man, I'm trying to do
say
men only,
She
man.
said, "I can't use nobody that don't want to be used." This woman is a problem.
She's a problem.
Shawty a scammer.
We know y'all have rosters too. That's another thing we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all have
yeah.
a nice stable.
Oh yeah.
We know that. But,
Yeah.
but to LAR's point though, that's real because and that's the the other side of the coin, because when I was younger, man, I did that. I was like, yo, if I take this joint, if I take it to a spot that's, because you know how you look on a if you look at a restaurant online, they give you the the quality of the restaurant like in the dollar signs, like $1,
Right.
$2, $3, whatever. I'm like, yo, if I go $3 signs and up, I'm getting cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I told myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have played myself out, and I had to learn how to to stop doing that, because a lot of cats do that. People, will say, look, if I take it to a spot like this, it's automatic that I'm getting cheekage. You know what I mean? And that's not the case.
And she gonna tell you, think again.
Man, you take her to Ocean Air down there in Atlanta with Nicole. Shout out to Nicole, man. You take her out, you get her some roses and everything, and nigga at the end of the night she kiss you on the cheek and call Pookie over there, and he knocked the bottom out of her vagina.
Man, bruh. Man, see, I done had this happen, dog. I'm telling y'all, I done had this happen.
She gotta call a plumber to undo the clog that the last plumber done left. She got to get a plumber for the plumber.
Right. Man, I got
Outta
a
here.
story about that. I done been played. I learned that when I was 19. So that was a long time ago. But I learned that quick about the mills. I learned that quick. But this dude's my age and Frank age and LAR and all our age still doing this goofy stuff. Like taking them out. Thinking, yeah, man, I'm finna wine and dine and I'm about to get in them draws. And then she kiss you on the cheek.
No,
She
I
beat
gotta
you a do.
Always take them out for a light meal.
I gotta tell you the truth about when guys get older. That they say we gonna wine and dine, but you know what that normally mean, right? He know the
come to the
price.
house.
Right. He know the price of the wine and he know the price of the dine. Now he like, it's his Groupon wine and dine. That's
It's a coupon.
$20 at $20.
Man,
She out here telling me that she about to go out with PF Chang. I gotta tell her, look, make sure you don't eat too heavy because when you get back, I need to get my fortune cookie, and I don't like you lazy. You can get the itis after. You ain't about to have the itis beforehand. So,
Fran, I got your email, dear, and we're gonna chop it up. So we gonna pencil her in for next week. We're gonna pencil her in.
See, now I gotta be on next week now.
Yeah, well, she said we're gonna get her on. Bro, next week y'all don't want to miss that one. That shit gonna be ridiculous.
my schedule just got cleared. I got to reschedule anything that pops up now.
It's gonna be wild. So I had this question on here, and it was, do you feel women have unrealistic dating expectations? And it looks like we've already kind of covered that, and I think everyone agrees that it's yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you take a single mom out on a date? Why or why not? Let me go first. On this.
Wait a
minute.
Strap in.
You let me do something here. Y'all hold on. I gotta do something. The question is, would you take a single mom out on a date? Hold on, y'all. Got something for y'all. Give me a second. It's loading right now. Because y'all know me, I was the single mom slayer back in the day. Now, Bishop kind of knows because he was following me back in the day, and Nicole was too. I would give single moms hell on Facebook.
Boy.
I would give them, and I would have women come on my post. Would argue for days because I would say things about single moms. And listen, I'm not quote unquote anti-single mom per se, but the question was, would you take a single mom out on a date? And here's my answer.
No.
To the no. To the no.
Nah.
Oh, we must be getting to wrap it up because that was the appeal song right there for the Ultimate Black Man Radio Church.
Nigga, that is my fucking theme song. Dog, I be going to church on that bitch. I be like, man, would you date a single? Would you take her to a steakhouse? Hell no.
You better talk that talk, MB. That really is the bop right there.
God.
It's
Listen, I'm gonna let the other man answer this question, okay? But I had to be, y'all know my niggatry had to come out for a second. But single moms aren't totally lost. However, I feel like y'all have a certain lane y'all have to stay in. Y'all don't be wanting to stay in that goddamn lane. Now, there's a flip side to this. A lot of women think that they don't have kids, think they can kind of do any and everything they want, and they don't have to compete. But I'm gonna talk about that another day. But I'm gonna let y'all. Would y'all take a single mom out on a date? I want the women to hear what the brothers have to say. K Summers, thank you so much, and I saw you shared this video. I appreciate you, ma'am. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Brothers, y'all go ahead. What y'all think?
I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. There's just too much. There's just too much unknown with that. That's a tough sell. I don't care how cute you are. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I feel like as soon as I feel like the date's going well and we leave that place, I'm gonna get hit in the back of the head with a brick by your baby daddy. Or you're gonna tell me some sad story about how he just came home and he ain't nothing. So for me, that's a no-go.
Okay. Okay. Um, Bishop, what do you think, bro?
Hmm. I feel like I'm gonna put a target on my back.
Because I know what you
Uh,
want to say. I know what you want to say. Because we've had these conversations before,
all
and I
right.
know the
So,
history. But just be
all
honest.
right. My thing about this is it depends.
Okay.
Um, because you know my history.
Mm-hmm.
I had a long term relationship with a single mother of two children.
Mm.
Now, the reason that it lasted that long is because the father was literally non-existent. I don't even know what this dude looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard his voice. I don't know his name.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen this guy ever. And we were together for almost 5 years.
Long time.
So, you know, um, and I have recently I was dating this chick who had a kid. Found out after the fact, but well, I found it after the fact for both of these women. But um, you know, for me to even consider um taking out a single mother, it's like there has to be a certain level of attraction there to where I'm able to put that behind me. And those requirements are you got to be extra fine and or your personality and everything else is just that much on point. Like if we talking about the little ratchet with the booty, no, you can keep it moving. But I'm talking about the women that come from they were reckless back when they young. They had their kid or two. They learned their lesson. Now they sitting their ass down somewhere, and you know you just so happen to stumble upon this woman. If that's the sort of situation, I could consider it. So, you know, I guess yes or no terms, yeah, but it can only go so far.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Bobby Drake, you are a single brother like me. What do you say to that? Would you date a single mom?
The answer I'm going to give might surprise some people until I get into it. And the answer is off top, yes, I would. I would date a single mother. However, I, I'm not even going to let that balloon take off just there before you even start getting happy, before you even start levitating off the ground. Let me pop that balloon right quick. If I were to take out a single mother, off top, it's not going to be for anything leading anywhere. It's
Ah.
going to be a casual thing.
Absolutely.
Now,
Okay.
I'm a brother with integrity. I don't move in the shadows. I'm up front. I keep it 100 on my end because I expect people to keep it 100 with me. I try to reciprocate what I want. I don't just try to have a hypocritical, lopsided way of going about things. So if I'm taking a single mother out, she automatically knows off top this is just a casual thing. It's like two friends going somewhere. Maybe I'm just doing an activity and I really would like to have company along with me. So I'll go ahead and you can ride with me and we can just, chill, vibe, whatever. That might be my go-to, activity buddy. Hey, let's go out. No, I really want to see this movie, that kind of thing. That's the case. But
Okay.
I'm looking to build my own thing. I'm looking to go ahead and start my own thing. And um I'm not gonna be able to do that the way I would like to with a woman who already has a child.
Okay.
I'm an old
Of
school
course.
traditional type brother when it comes to things. I believe in doing things a certain way. And the very fact that you have a child, especially if you're a single parent, definitely if the father is not in the child's life, your primary obligation is to that child.
Hmm.
You feel me? That child is to be the most important thing in your life at that point in time. Me, as a brother who's not only single but has no child, when I'm coming in the picture, if we're together, you're my top priority now. So you get the best of me. You get the first cut of me. Everybody else gets the runner up. But coming to that equation, by default, I'm gonna get the runner up slot. So it's an unbalanced situation for me, and I'm not knocking that because I wouldn't respect us necessarily a woman who has a child already and will place me in that position, especially if I'm not married to you.
Okay.
So by that nature, I can't have, even though that's the order I prefer, I can't expect that of you come in that situation. So I'm not gonna put you in that position. I'm not gonna set me up to get frustrated. You know, all the best to you. Assalamu alaikum. But you know, if you cool, if I got respect for you as a woman, you're a real solid sister. Outside of that, you know, you're functionally feminine. Much respect to you, but as far as taking it to the next level, can't see it happening.
Okay.
Facts.
Paradox Report says, do the men on the panel that aren't single have children, and are the other gentlemen outside of Bobby married? So Bobby is single, no kids. Key Gravity is married with a daughter. Bishop is single, no kids. Frank is married with 2 kids. LAR, you are, I know you got a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you single, seeing somebody married,
Yeah,
none of your damn business.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell no.
Fair enough. So that answers your question, Paradox.
Don't say nothing.
Hannah asks, how many kids would be too many? What's your max?
I told her 16.
Oh my
You
God.
asshole, dog.
I don't want to be like that Tampa. I don't want no Tampa woman yelling online talking about how somebody got to take care of all these kids.
Well, that depends, Hannah. How fine is you? First off, and second of all, what's the damage of that yamage?
Y'all gonna leave Hannah alone.
Hashtag streets want to know.
Everybody hits me up about her. There are a couple women that come in and out my chat.
I see Hannah. Yeah, I am inquiring.
You look, hold on. You see how quick it changed? I'm not gonna date a single mom, but let
all
me
these
see
guys
what
say they would
that.
date a single mom.
Let me
It's
see what
changing.
Can I be honest?
It's always some fine. It's always fine print.
Gabe is gonna be honest right here, okay? I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I'm being serious when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
There is a single mom. There's 2 of them actually that Gabe would date. But if I showed you their picture, you would think they was up out of a runway model. And Frank knows who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I respect her a lot, so I'm not gonna say her name. But nigga, every time I see her post, I'd be like, raw. She'd have 2 kids fucking with me.
Raw is law.
Raw, nigga.
How many children does this woman have though?
1. She has 1.
Got 1.
Okay, well, I mean, that's whatever.
Hell,
that's the average.
And listen, people would call me a hypocrite. Nigga, I would not give a damn.
Is the father
goddamn
involved in the life? She doing the co-parent thing? Like, what's up with that?
Now
where's the daddy?
We're not sure. But it's
because if that man gone, then I would I would go to the swim shop and get some good scuba gear.
She's so these women, these 2 women in particular, are so goddamn fine. I would date them. They're just that fine. And Gay, why are you saying that? I'm saying it to say that pretty girl privilege is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the more people you are, the more leeway you're gonna have when it comes to men.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm sitting up here saying I'm playing Bishop Bullwinkle. Like, man, I ain't dating no single mom, but nigga. If that ass is sitting right in that damn sundress and the white toe tips are white and you got a nice smile, you smell good, and you feminine, I would listen, call me a hypocrite. But fuck you, nigga. I see fine as hell. What you thought I was gonna say? No.
Let me jump on that real quick. Let me jump on that real quick. Let me throw some game out to the sisters. And first off, I just want to say Bobby loves you. From the bottom of his heart, Bobby loves it. I do. I'm dead ass serious. It is my deepest wish, my fondest desire. I want to see our sisters win.
I do too.
I want y'all to be everything God intended for y'all to be. I want y'all to be the fucking goats. I really do. I cheer so hard for y'all.
That's right.
But the number one thing y'all got to do is y'all got to get the fuck out of your way. Pardon my Japanese. Y'all have got to get out of your own way.
Yeah.
And that's mainly for my single mother sisters. The first thing y'all got to do is y'all got to keep it honest. You got to be a buck. You got to put the feelings to the side and you got to tap into that logical side of yourselves. I don't care who you are. You got to understand if you are out in the dating pool, you out in the market, and you have another man's children.
Mhm.
I'm not even talking about how you got in that situation, whether he died in a plane crash, whether y'all divorced, you were married and they work out. If he left before the kid even came, or if he swore up and down he was gonna go to the store for some Newports and some milk, and 18 years later you ain't seen him. Whatever the case is, you got to understand that you are coming into the game at a disadvantage.
Facts.
No matter how good you are, when you paired up alongside a sister who has no kids, off top, she already has at least 1 point ahead of you in the scoreboards. But that's okay. What you got to do is you have other attributes. You got other things that you can do that can automatically boost your stock. I'll be honest with you. There's some single mothers who I'm friends who I know face to face in real life and some on social media who are some absolutely solid chicks. And I'll be honest right now, if I had to choose between them and a number of sisters who have no kids whatsoever, I'm going single mom. I'm about to be a stepdaddy. I'm about to be Black Santa Claus. I'm dead serious. And it wouldn't even be up for consideration. It'll be a no-brainer because everything else they got outside from the kids is on point. I can hit the ground running with her. We can do great things together. I don't have to worry about this. I know she's gonna have everything else in place. But you got to be honest with yourself. If you think that you on the same level as another sister who has no kids, you got another thing coming. You got to be humble about that. And that's where some of y'all step up. I know that, it can be hard being the sole provider for your child and everything. That comes with a lot of levels and insecurities. But if you really want to win out here, you got to kill them insecurities. And dudes, we see that we respect a woman who's able to still hold on to that femininity despite having to step up in a role that you weren't meant to be on by yourself. When we see that you can still exist at that level, we'll tip our hat to you. Some of those same single mothers, they can't get dudes that they DM, and it's not just a layup. There's some dudes that's really trying to make a life with them
Facts.
because everything else is on point. So when you
Facts.
can first off own that and say, "Yeah, I got this, but I'm gonna work. My offense sucks, but I'm gonna work on my defense. On my defense trash. So I'm gonna make sure I'm Golden State with the offense. You can still win,
Mhm.
but you got to keep it 100 with
Yeah.
yourself first, then everybody else."
Hey,
That's
and
a
I wanna
really good
piggyback
point.
off of that real quick. I just want to say like everything you saying is 100, and it's like the way that I look at it again. It's kind of like what you were saying before. They coming in the game off top at a disadvantage, but still, it's kind of like it's kind of along the lines of it's like women need to understand, like you were saying, it's like you coming in at the disadvantage off top, your mindset needs to be okay. I know that I have one kid, two kid, whatever. So this man is probably not going to tolerate me to the degree that he would another chick that don't have any children. And I'm telling y'all now, that's 100% true. A lot of the time, even if I really, really like you, how fast I might leave is dependent on that. The fact that you may or may not have a kid. Because again, if you already got one or two, I'm looking like, man, I'm not gonna stay here for this.
Right.
Cause you're already settling to a degree.
I want
And
LAR to answer this question real quick, Bishop.
yeah,
Because he's gonna have to bounce. LAR, what do you think about this single mom question, real quick? Because I really want to hear what you had to say about this.
My answer is yes. I'm a parent, so but I have a rule. I have a one rule. I got one kid, so you can have 0 to 2.
0 to 2. Okay.
You know,
Boom.
So one over, one under, it don't matter, or at the same. The thing about it is, the older I've gotten, I think it changes.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is because I see even people older than me. If the older you get, people going the having kids is gonna go up from 50% to 70% to 90%. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so as you get older, the one warning I would give the fellas about this: if you don't have kids, find somebody who don't have kids so you don't have this problem.
Mm-hmm.
But as you
Simple.
get older, and if and you say I don't have kids, but you older, what's gonna wind up happening is you're not really gonna be able to date because the women in your age group gonna have kids. The women older you gonna have kids. The women younger than you gonna have kids. Now the question is how old are them kids? And now if you want to stick to that, you might be out there on your own. Now if you want to date your hands, no problem.
Mhm.
Hey, hey. Listen, sometimes you just gotta, do what he do
You
to
gotta love
stay
yourself.
sane out here, man. Rub one out, as Frank says.
Rub one out.
Facts. Self love is the best love.
You
Gotta
also
love
got to
You
check
yourself.
the
can't
maturity
if you
level.
can't love you, can't nobody else love you.
Right. Now, LAR, tell people where they can find you. Me and you are gonna do a show, just me and you, man, because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk to you about.
No problem.
But tell people where they can find you, man.
At LAR Movement on YouTube, y'all. I'm on there. Some days are shenanigans, some days are serious stuff. Just catch me on whichever day.
Yes, sir. LAR is a great content creator. He has some great content. I be over there. If I can't catch him live, I make sure I go back and listen to the replays, and that shit be fire.
Right.
So I appreciate you coming by, LAR. We gonna do this again. Trust me.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all take
Sir.
care.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Now, brothers, I'm gonna ask this question, okay? This gonna be a heavy one, okay? Would you have sex on a first date, and would you respect a woman who has sex on a first date? The second part of that is the most important one. We need honest answers. Y'all go ahead and hop on that question.
I wouldn't have a problem having sex on the first date, and it depends on. It has to be cumulative at that point. It's gotta start from when you introduce yourselves to each other to that end point, because you could have the great sex, but if the date was trash, yeah, you might not respect her after that, based on how she acted. Like I was trying to say, also before LAR got off, you also got to check a woman's maturity level, because what sex is just wet skin, right? So if she doesn't stimulate you,
Hey,
who cares about the sex? I mean,
hey,
you just
sex
get
can
one on.
be just wet skin, or it can be bliss. God damn it! So,
Right. Yeah, but if
depends.
if her maturity level's not there, you're in trouble. Yeah, you're not going to respect her after that.
All right,
You just
that's true.
that's another failure.
That's true. What do you think about that, Bishop?
I think the respect has it's about the person. How is she as a person? Was she respectful on the date? Um, how is she as a person? Sex on the first date, to me, if that happens, all I'm looking at it is like, I was the fucking man that night. Excuse my language. It's just, I got her attraction level that high to where she wanted to do that with me. Now, if this is something where this is the type of woman where she has a history of doing this, then yeah, I'm probably gonna look at her a little differently. But if this is the type of chick where, you already know out the gate that this ain't no woman that sleeps around like that, and she had sex with you on the first night, then what they say about you? I mean, you did something right. So, I ain't got no problem with it. And honestly, I might respect her more because to me, I'm looking at it as like, okay, this is a woman who's being honest about what she wants, as opposed to, I really want to have sex with you, but I'm not gonna do it because I don't want you to think XYZ. And truth be told, I don't care whether you have sex with me the first date, third date, fourth date, month of now, however long. If I ain't really feeling you, I'm not feeling you, regardless of how soon or later you have sex with. So, you got a lot of women out here that want to try to make you wait because they think that's gonna make you value them more. And no, it don't work.
Yeah, um, I'll say that I would do it. Obviously, if the energy was right, we were having a good time. One thing led to another. I would definitely indulge. Knowing the type of person I am, and I'm gonna be honest. That's the only thing. That's the only way I know how to be. Um, I would definitely partake, but I would think about it, and I would think about um her. How willing she was to do it, what she what she did. You know what I'm saying? So because it's like even when you're in a relationship, your sex game goes up in different degrees. There's certain things that you won't do with someone that you have sex with the first time that maybe later on feelings are deeper, whatever, the relationship is more secure, you will feel more comfortable doing certain things sexually. So if she was out the gate, you know what I mean, like she was pinky the first night, you know what I mean, or she was just you know what I mean, if she was just completely wild with it, then of course I'm a partake, I will indulge in that, but I would think about that later, like, yo, like, she don't even know me. She didn't say no to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, my game is tight, but is this just something that she likes to do, or was it just really my ism? Did I really hit her like that? You know what I mean? So, but to answer the question, yes, I would do it, and no, it wouldn't necessarily put her in a certain box, but I would say that I would really look at her with a keen eye moving forward. You know what I mean? So I would really kind of try my best to see her, break her down, see what's really going on. So I would kind of I would have a more intense eye on the situation, but I would definitely do it.
Okay. And Bobby Drake, what you think, bro?
Would I do it? I'd be lying if I said it didn't happen in the past. However, that's not something that I typically endorse
Right.
or would even recommend as a general practice. But I forgot who it was who said it. It might have been LAR. But to an extent, it is on a case by case basis. Um, and again, it depends on the idea or the sense that I've gotten from you. If you come off as the kind of person, if from the way you've carried yourself, and again, I'm an observant person, so if what I've seen matches a certain level where that's not quote unquote in your character or not something that you're one to typically do, then I'm just gonna take it like, our vibe was just so on point. We were just so connected that we clicked, and I was able to, and my personality was able to make that happen. So I'm claiming that as a W. Like, this was just so damn good between us. This was something that was so uncommon. It just went to that next level, and I'm just gonna, call it a win and give all thanks and praises to the Yamage because, again, as it says in the book of Second Chains, chapter 40, verse 4 in the No Lie version, I can do all things through yams which strengthen me.
That's right.
Amen.
Yeah.
But
Amen.
again, it depends on who I've seen her to be. If this is a woman who's very, open, she's very flirtatious, she gives off those vibes nonstop, and I'm looking for that, or she's jumping to that, then I'm just gonna take it as, okay, so this is just how she is with everybody.
Okay.
I actually had that experience when I was younger in college. There was a sister that I was really, really liked. We had great chemistry.
Okay.
Very intelligent chick. And I could tell that she had a crush on me, but I had some reservations about her because she was very liberal. And that's me being politically correct, which I don't do often.
Mm-hmm.
But she was very liberal with the attention that she showed dudes.
She
So
was a hoe.
I'm well, yeah. I'm in hindsight, I'm gonna say that's what it is now. At the time, I didn't have that confirmation, but
Yeah, I feel you.
if nothing else, I was her favorite person to go and be flirtatious with. but she definitely would go and pay that attention to other people besides myself. But the vibe was just so damn cool. I was like, you know what? I might just charge the game. Give it a shot. What the hell? We really cool together. I like the vibe between us. And then one day, just that's that serendipity, I guess that's what you call it. I always had trouble using that word. I just like it though. But fate, or whatever you want to call it. Me and my dude at the time, we were heading to a party down at University of Miami, and we just ride in the car. I'm riding with him, he's driving, and we just talking, about who's going to be there and everything. Now, mind you, I never said anything about how I felt about her to him or anybody else. Everything I thought about her, as far as a relationship, whatever, that was just strictly in my head. Out the blue, he mentioned the people that we knew were going to be there, and then her name came up. I didn't say anything. I didn't nothing to provoke this. And out the blue, he told me, man, you and her should really make something happen. So I hear that, my ears perk up. So I'm like, I'm just playing along like, oh yeah, for what you mean? Talking about it. This dude goes in and just gives me a whole play-by-play, a whole menu of things I should go ahead and get from. He's talking about, what he's done with her, some other dudes he knows. He's recommending the whole 9 yards, and I'm just sitting back like, playing it off. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, I see, cool. Mm-hmm.
You were dealing with a professional.
She was true to the game, 10 toes down.
She was taking everybody to Amsterdam.
And I heard that
she was out here a blessing.
Bro, I gotta get I gotta buy a license for that, man. I gotta use that.
Everybody went to Amsterdam, man.
But when I heard that, I just everything Pastor Future Hendrix at the Ultimate Black Man Radio Church said came to pass. She was for the streets.
Yes, sir.
For the streets, I had to send her back.
She belonged to the streets. You leave them hoes where you found them, to the streets.
So again, it depends on who she is. If I determine that's a character, or if I have reason to believe that this is just who she is, then I'm not with it. But if I get the sense that this is just for me, on some real no BS, I don't usually do this kind of thing, then I'm gonna take the W and we just gonna call it a championship. That's it.
All right. Now, I didn't answer this question, but if you kind of want to know how I feel about it, it's kind of how I feel about it.
That ass over here, I wanna get it in my mouth. I wanna get it in my mouth. Oh, I wanna suck on your fat ass.
That's how I feel about First Name. That's how I feel. So I've spoken on that. Anyway, I got like 2 more questions and we getting up out of here. My food is over here and it is calling my name. All right, so what's your favorite scent on a woman? Perfume scent. Mine personally is Bond Number 9 and Flower Bomb. I love women that wear Flower Bomb. Like if you wear Flower Bomb around me, bruh, it's gonna be some problems. Like I'm probably gonna trick. But anyway, fellas, what's your favorite scent on a woman?
Hint, y'all.
I don't know. Y'all come back to me.
Okay. Frank, what do you like for Rasha to wear? What's your favorite scent on Rasha?
She wears this Vera Wang joint, and it it makes me slang that thing. She wear Vera Wang. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that brother said Vera Wang will do a ritual and summon the Frank Wang.
That's it. I'll take her to Amsterdam and slide in off that Vera Wang. Straight up.
Elijah said he likes Chanel number 5. Okay, that's a good one too. That's a real good one. Yeah, that's a real good one. Vera Wang make you slang that thing.
Slang that thing. Absolutely.
I have no idea what it is, man.
Bobby, you like chicks that wear that Japanese cherry blossom from Victoria's Secret.
Nah, it ain't
The little
it ain't a
ratchets
bad
put
smell though. It ain't a bad smell,
the
but
little ratchets wear that one, boy. You know when she got that one on, she was, what's that you getting? I got that Japanese cherry blossom from Victoria's Secret. But if she wearing that, nigga, let me tell you, her box, nigga, dog, man, I done smashed a couple of them chicks with a
bruh.
damn Japanese cherry blossom, nigga. Woo,
Man. But I think
man.
it's a Chanel fragrance. I don't know if it's number 5 or not, but dude, I was back when I was doing Lyft and ride sharing on my spare time, I picked up this one, and this is how crazy it is. I can remember all the details. I picked up this one chick. It was like 2:30 or something in the morning. It's Saturday. I'm riding through the downtown Fort Lauderdale area, whatever. And I just get the thing, pick up this chick. She come get in the car from this nice little apartment complex, whatever. It's like not like high end, but like probably upper middle class based on where it was located. So the sister get in the car, man, and she's quiet. She just does her thing. Like 90 seconds into the ride, I smell her perfume, and oh my god, man, it was like a spirit came, grabbed me by the nut. Bro, yo, I was. I actually had to be peeking in the rear view to try and get a good look at her face to see like why does she like who is she? Does she look like she smells? She smelled gorgeous. Like I tried to not say anything, but I'm like halfway through the ride I had to ask her, like, I'm sorry, what was the name of the perfume? And she told me, she said it was like Chanel something. I don't think she even remembered it. But dude, I couldn't stop thinking. Dude, it grabbed my brain. I'm trying to figure out what that fragrance is now. But damn, whatever it is, Chanel, do what you do. Oh my God.
Bobby, man, Fran is choosing on you now.
I don't know what
man.
I don't know what it is about that far right corner, man.
LAR,
I don't know what it is about that far right corner.
I said, "Oh, Bobby."
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I'm a scrub when it comes to these things. I don't know. I can't tell y'all the name of not one single female scent. All I can say is, I mean, I'm a fan of. I like the scents that are just something sweet and edible
Right.
smelling. For example, there was this chick I used to date years ago, and she used to always smell like she would smell like cupcakes and like or like chocolate and shit like that. And I'd be like, this motherfucker smells so goddamn good. And I'm talking about like she will walk past me and I smell it. I'm about to go nuts.
Yeah. And that's why I asked this question, because I think men, we understand the importance of us smelling good and how women react, but I think women kind of downplay that men love women that smell good.
Right.
Like if she's smelling good and she got the right outfit on and like the hair on point, like ladies, y'all could just smell like if you got like a nice curly fro, like a big fro, and you smell like cocoa butter, nigga, Visa or MasterCard. Like,
bro, it's over, dog.
yeah, it's sold out.
I like them when they just come out the shower.
Hey, y'all smell like that. I'll take y'all to that fancy date for the first date.
Wait, you gonna take it for the Flemish surf and turf?
That's how Fran get that surf and turf. Straight up.
Surf and turf, whatever.
Man, I'm telling you, it's nothing
You'll
better.
get 2 types of surf and turf.
It's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you want a cat, man, to play his part, man, and treat you right, give you some spoken word poetry, give you some FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? You have, you that skin popping, and you have that nice, soft, sweet scent.
Man,
sundress sitting right, and you just soft and smell. That's it, man.
White toe tips, it's over with, dog. You
got
got me.
Tips? Nah,
it's over. It's over.
$20 scuba gear is coming on.
I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. So women don't. And Bobby, Kiki here says it could be Chanel Chance. So hey, there you go. But ladies, don't. That's why I asked that question. It's very important, man. Scent like drives dudes crazy. It just drives me nuts. Wow.
I've been putting it off, but one of these days I'm gonna swing by the perfume store. I'm gonna call ahead to make sure they actually have like a Chanel line, and I'm gonna do the damn smell test. We gonna get to the bottom of this. This is not gonna continue. We gonna figure this out.
MB says cocoa butter is undefeated. Hey,
It is.
Man,
I'm telling
man,
y'all,
MB, don't be playing with me, man.
I'm telling y'all,
Don't
I
play
think
with me,
some
man.
ladies, try to like do too much with like some of the perfume. They try to get
Yeah.
like some fancy or whatever, and and it smells like perfume, and it's like whatever. I'm telling y'all, the stuff that really be smelling good. What is it like Miss V talking about right now? She talking about like soap. It be just some of them soaps and them skin creams they be putting on, bro. That shit be so,
that shit
bro.
drive you nuts.
You get you that get you that Dove with the cocoa butter in it. You know what I mean? With the it's over.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. Because some women, y'all be wearing their perfume to mask the fact that your little box smells like
smells like
a can of garlic. You know what I'm saying?
Like the juice at the bottom of the trash can.
Yeah, that's why y'all be wearing the damn perfume a lot now. I'm not oblivious to that fact too. And nigga, when I get ready to smash and you take your panties off, the Holy Ghost hit me and I fall back because your damn coochie is so damn funky. So I'm aware of that as well, ladies. But smelling good drives me crazy. I'm telling y'all do that. So most of these questions I had, we've already kind of gone over it anyway. So I'm gonna ask this one last question here. And this is to the panel, and then we're gonna get out of here. Do you feel women ask too much of men when it comes to dating? And overall, what advice would you have for women and men when it comes to dating, and give pointers to both men and women? So I'm gonna start off with that first one. Do you feel women ask too much of men when it comes to dating?
I don't believe so. I think that I wouldn't say that women ask too much of men. I think that women don't ask the right things. And so there's a huge difference between the two. Because you know there are a lot of brothers out here who who you've learned tonight, who you've seen tonight, who are very serious, who want something serious. You know what I mean? For the single brothers on this panel, they don't really want to play around and kind of house hop and things like that. So I think women have to figure out what's important and bring that to the table, as opposed to them doing too much. I don't think they do too much, but just focus on doing the right things. You know what I mean? Asking the right questions, giving off the right energy. And I think they'll be fine.
For those of you wondering about Hannah's product, she has a commercial on my podcast. So if you follow my podcast, you would actually hear her information so you can actually get her products. I'm actually trying to figure out how I can play these because I have another commercial, trying to see how I can play them on my live streams. But I will give you all her information. Listen to my podcast on Anchor and Google Podcasts, and you'll hear that commercial at the beginning. Go ahead, Bobby.
Run that question on me one more time.
Okay. Yeah, sure. The question is, do you feel women ask too much of men when it comes to dating?
I won't say that women ask too much of men when it comes to dating, but I will say I do believe that women don't ask the right things of men when it comes to dating.
Right.
I think too often they operate based off of the hot thing in conversation in society. To be honest, and it's perfectly understandable because there's a lot that has shifted over the last several decades, and mostly I'd say for worse, but also in a couple ways for better. The roles of men and women, masculinity and femininity, have changed to some extent, to the point where it's difficult to recognize in some cases, what an actual functional healthy man looks like and what an actual functional healthy woman looks like. So I think a lot of women are operating based off of um, poor examples of manhood. I think some of the things that they're looking for, they don't understand how that manifests. So, for example, they may want a strong man, they might want a dominant alpha type man, but unfortunately, the most alpha and the most masculine quote unquote men that you'll find at least readily and easily are going to be in prison. So they like the Walmartavius, they like the Falante, the Crimetriuses, the Frodericks, the Scamuels,
Yep.
because they've been in prison. You know, they're in shape. They physically look like men. They're strong. They've proven that they can hang. They can be in an environment full of other alpha males that come out on top and survive. They didn't get shanked. They didn't get their cheeks taken from them or nothing like that. So that's an easy and obvious definition of what manhood is. But a functional man looks like a family brother. That's a brother who, he'll stand 10 toes deep for his family. You're not going to come on his woman like that. But he has a solid job where he has his own business. He makes his own money. He's respected. It's not loud masculinity. It's quiet but steady, consistent masculinity. But because that's not what's promoted, a lot of women don't know what that looks like. They don't know how to recognize that. They just see it as boring, or it doesn't really get their attention. It doesn't make their pulse pound like that. So sisters will ask for certain things. They'll ask men to basically trick and think that's providing, and they won't understand that provision comes with a cost. That if a man is going to be protecting and providing for you, that means that there must be some claim to you. You have to be his. You have to be able to submit to his leadership. You want him to submit his finances to you. You want him to submit his very life for you, to be laid down for you if necessary, but you're not willing to follow his instructions. You're not willing to listen to him when he says do this and do that, and recognize that he's not trying to be controlling or trying to be a boss, but he's trying to be your head of security.
Right.
When he says, um, you're not spending your money on this and that and the third, you see him as trying to dominate you, to control you, but you don't understand he's trying to protect your finances because he recognizes, you know, I'm coming through a patch where maybe my job might be in jeopardy. I need to make sure that we have enough to be able to tide us through. And you just thinking, well, he don't want me to get this, that, and the third. So a lot of women will ask for certain things, but not really understand what they're asking for. They think they're asking for this, but they're asking for something completely different, or they're not ready for what they're asking for what they're asking for calls for. So I think it's just a case of having their wires crossed with that.
All right, and Bishop, what do you think about that? Do you think they
Uh,
ask too much?
you know, it's kind of funny because I really gave this question a lot of thought, and I honestly I feel like women don't they don't ask for quote unquote too much. I think just the issue is that a lot of women are dishonest when it comes to what they want. Um, I think a lot of women try to try to go about their dating practices uh based off of rules and standards that are predetermined, that they don't really believe in. And so they make a lot of dishonest choices based off of those views or or standards or whatever. And I think that's why, you end up with a lot of women picking guys that ain't really good for them because they being dishonest. Um, I think if you were to give some kind of advice with that, I would just say, be um I think it's important to learn um what works, or rather, I guess a good way would say like the the love language of the people that you are interested in. I think too many women go about what they want based off of they judge. It feel like they judge. They're judging things based off of like somebody else. Prime example would be like, somebody that they previously dated, and because they did this, it meant this, and because you might do it that way, they're looking at it as it means that too, and it don't. When it's people, you have to learn people's love language. People show affection in different ways. People communicate in different ways. People show how much value you have to them in different ways. And I think women need to learn how this man that you are interested in, how does he express these things? How does he go about doing that versus this is you have this imaginary man that no man can really ever live up to, and you use that to disqualify or discredit guys because of that. I think it's just folks got to be realistic with what you want and go from there.
Great answer. That was great. And everyone liked those answers. So that was great. That was great.
I just got one other thing to say about that.
Mhm.
I think that women today, like that their questions aren't wrong. I just think they don't modify it enough. Like we understand that you have your ideal list, but you also got to realize that most dudes, like Frank said, are not going to be in that range. So you have to go for substance instead of going for material. And I think our women today think too much materialistically than substance.
Right. I
Like,
mean,
'cause
when
even when they tell you your list, the first things are like you have to be a certain height, you have to make a certain money.
Cliche. It's cliches.
Yeah, it's cliches, and basically you're not taking into account. Okay, is the brother going to be loyal? What's his background? I mean, you see the kind of people that they choose. Like there's wars now about saying how blue collar workers are trash, but those happen to be some of the most loyal people out there, and those are the ones that have the most potential to elevate.
Yeah.
So nowadays, you fine. You can go have that. Go ahead. But if you're trying to sell us that we need to be at that level for you to accept us, then we're like, okay, we're gonna do what works. And now you're seeing a lot of brothers now doing what works. They're like, listen, I'll go work 60,000 to start and work my way up to the six figures, and I'll be happier there. You can go trick off at All-Star Weekend all you want and hope that one basketball player is going to say, okay, you know what, let me knock you off for 5 minutes, and hope he forgets to pull out. And then what do you have left? You have a baby, and you're going to be on Instagram screaming how you need $25,000 a month in child support.
right, you ladies have to understand too that when you look at you're asking him to have something that you should really bring to him if you're in your right um level and if you're in your right energy. You know what I mean? Look at it like a house. The man is the structure. You know what I mean? He's the pillars, he's the walls, he's the foundation, he's the structure of the home. The woman is the design of the home. She's the comfort, she's the color, she's the softness, she's the pillow, she's the couches, she's the drapes. That's the role that she plays in the relationship. So there are certain things you want to make sure that this brother has the foundation right. You want to make sure that the structure is right. Then you come into it with your femininity and you make it a home. You make him, you make his heart, you make his energy homely. You know what I mean? That's the role that you play. Because even if he's somebody, if he's blue collar, he works hard, but he doesn't make a lot of money. A lot of times, you know, women are the ones who say, look, well, do it like this, or maybe, if he's working hard and he feels like, well, look, I can't really make a lot, I can't really make more money because I've kind of capped out of my field. I'm at like 50, 60,000, whatever. A lot of times it's the female that's like, look, well, nah, let me look at the resume. Well, now you didn't add this, or you should put this in there, or you should open up your, your search for a better job because you're selling yourself short. You know what I'm saying? So that's the role that she plays. She comes in and she assists him. She nourishes him. She nurtures that relationship, and that's going to help you to get what you want. You know what I mean, in the future anyway. Because if he has the structure down pat, and you come in and you bring your feminine flavor to it, that's going to help take him places and facilitate him going places and doing things that he never did before, that he never thought he could, because he wasn't even thinking like that. You know what I mean? That's the power that you bring in, but you got to focus on making sure that the structure is right. You know what I mean? That he's honest, he's dependable, he's reliable, he's a rock. You have to. That's the kind of focus you want to, you want to have your mind on, as opposed to, is his swagger right? You know what I mean? Does he have swag or whatever? Because you help really bring the swag to him. Most of these guys out here that like really powerful guys, they get their swagger in the public eye because of the woman on their arm. You know what I mean? Because of the type of women that they have on their arm. Nobody give a damn about Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? But when you see him with supermodels, you're like, okay, some must be up with this dude. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, yeah, he got money, but there are a lot of people who have money that don't have supermodels on their arm. So, you know what I mean? So you have to look at it like that. But just make sure the structure is right. Make sure he's solid in everything that's important.
Man, that was
Ladies, be the shooting guard, not the point guard.
Yeah, that's a great point to end it on right there. Frank brought the heat as usual. That was a really good response right there. So the numbers held steady tonight. Everybody, a lot of people were anticipating this, and I figured they would. But I'm sure y'all are really looking forward to next week. But before I do my closing, because y'all know I got a new video for y'all. Before we do that, man, I want to thank all my panelists for coming by. LAR, I didn't hear as much from him as I wanted to, but I mean, it's a panel, so everyone, can't talk as much as I'd like them to. But I want everybody from, we'll start with Kid Gravity, then Frank, then Bobby, Bishop. I'm going to give y'all some closing words, and I want you to answer this question. So I just want you to let people know where they can find you. What's your social medias, your handles, your tags, and all that, and then give advice to both men and women in regards to dating in 2020, and we will get up out of here. So go ahead, Kid Gravity, you start with that question.
All right. Well, name's Kid Gravity. Once again, I'm one half of the Beyond Borders with Rose Gold and Kid Gravity podcast. It's available everywhere from Spotify all the way down to YouTube. We're going to be more YouTube friendly with the content. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Kid Gravity Beyond and Beyond Borders podcast. And in terms of the question of getting dating advice to the men, hopefully we've all been locked down since, well, let's say January. Hopefully you've learned something about yourselves, and hopefully you've bettered yourselves in 6 months. Because once this COVID is over and they let all the animals out of the cages, the world's going to be entirely different. And if you didn't learn anything in these 6 months and you didn't better yourself, you're going to be at the bottom. And quiet as it's kept, there's going to be a lot of women searching for stability. So make sure that you are where you need to be and you have the potential to keep going forward. For the ladies, same thing. The cages will be open soon. And hopefully you guys elevated yourselves as well. I know a lot of ladies were able to work, and so were the men. And the dating pool is not going to be the same as it once was. And dating is going to be drastically different, especially with, how everybody feels about medicine and these diseases and everything. So be smart with your bodies. Lead with your mind and your femininity. Because there's a lot of dudes turning away from females now. And if you want to have these families, we're going to have to rebuild what we've lost. So that's how I feel. I'm going to sleep because I almost drooled on my computer.
I know, man. It's midnight out there on the East
It's
Coast,
been a
man.
long day.
Right.
I have to do a show tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll try. I think the co-ed panel might be better for on a Sunday, but we'll see because I want to make sure Bishop's on that one as well. But we'll see. I appreciate you for hopping on though, Key Gravity. I appreciate
No
that.
problem. All right. Good night, everybody.
Man. You be safe, bro.
All right, bro. Be safe.
My
All
man.
All right, and Frank, go ahead, bro.
All right. So you can find me at View from the Man Cave. Gabe and I over here a lot. He opened up Ultimate Black Man Radio to me, so we kind of tag team this most of the time. But when we can't really get together to do a show because of scheduling and things like that, I'll do shows on View from the Man Cave. So you can come over there and check me out. Um, I'm on Facebook under Frank Rivers, and I have my View from the Man Cave page. I'm on Instagram as well with the same name, View from the Man Cave, and I'm on Twitter, View from Man Cave. So just View from Man Cave on Twitter. I would say to the ladies, I said it today on my Facebook page. We love y'all. A lot of the things that we do are for y'all. Quiet is kept. You know what I mean? As masculine nature to put themselves in a better position to be able to find the best mate suitable for him, to be able to build a relationship with and procreate, have a good, healthy relationship, marriage, beautiful babies, all of that good stuff. So a lot of things that we do, we do it with you guys in mind. I would just say to the ladies, just, continue to be you, continue to be feminine, understand that being a successful career woman, being a successful businesswoman does not necessarily make you a high quality woman in the eyes of a man. So those things aren't necessarily one and the same. So you could be great at your career, your job, and you could completely suck in relationships. So you have to understand that, continue to work on yourself, be soft, be feminine, be nourishing, nurturing, all those good things. Brothers, I would just say, man, do everything in life with a purpose. Do it with the passion. Be strategic in all of your moves. You know what I mean? You want to date to court and then court to marry. You know what I mean? That should be the goal for you. You don't want to casually date, your whole life and just play around. You don't really have time to waste, man. We get one life. So you take all those experiences, all those lessons that you learned in your life, you know what I mean? And you build and become the man that you need to be. And then you start looking for a wife to bring into that equation and to help you achieve your vision and build something beautiful together. You know what I mean? So that's all I got for y'all.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about, man. Excellent response. Bobby Drake, go ahead, bro.
All right, well, family, you can locate me on Facebook. I go by the same name, Bobby Drake. There are a few imitators, but there's only one Bobby Drake. If it's a little difficult, you could, I think, I have a quote unquote middle name on this. So look me up under Bobby Icarus Drake. You find me. Um, don't have, well, do have some good stuff cooking on the way. I come from the school of don't tell them what you're doing, tell them what you've done. So I can't give out too many details, but just know, have some good things in the pipeline. I got a couple of my brothers who've been kicking it with us in the chat and on the channel. His Majesty, aka Mungai, and my dude Anthony. Shout out to them. Ourselves and a couple other brothers, we have some real good stuff. Just hopefully I can be up on this level that Frank and Gabe and some of the others here are at, but we got some things coming for y'all. So go ahead and follow me on Facebook, and I'll definitely make announcements there and also in future broadcasts that I may be invited to. As far as advice goes for the ladies, one of the things I've spoken with this with a couple other people past couple weeks, and I've talked about this in past conversations. For the ladies, again, just to let you know again, Bobby loves you. I mean that. I'm so for real about that. One of the things you guys have to do that I've observed and noticed is that there's a very romanticized way that a lot of sisters see themselves, women, period, if we're honest. But my priority is for the sisters. there's a romanticized way that a lot of you guys look at yourselves, a very flattering lens that you view yourselves, your thoughts, and your actions through that don't necessarily sync up with reality or the way other people see you. So you may say certain things, you may believe certain things, do certain things, you may be and represent certain things, and in your mind you think it's one way, but the way other people see them is something completely different. In some cases, it might be where it's just difficult to draw the line. In some cases, y'all flat out delusional. And to increase your chances of having better relationships, more quality relationships, more successful ones, it's going to call for you to be honest with yourselves and be honest about certain things that you do. Now, that might not all that's easier said than done in some cases because we'd like to think that we're doing the right things, that we got the right motives, that we have the right ideas. But it's never been easier than it is right now to do the wrong thing, and that's why you got to have a solid team in your corner. I fully advise you. It can be a challenge, but if you have any solid brothers in your life, if you got any men in your life that you know love you, whether it's family members or someone that's solid, functional, who are wise and trustworthy, they don't just kiss ass, they're not simping and telling you what you want to hear. They'll give you that tough love. They'll tell you the stuff that you don't want to hear. It'll piss you off, but you know it comes from a good place. That's the person that you need to rely on. Make that person your sounding board. Um, if there's dudes that you're interested in, have him vet those dudes for you. I believe Nicole talks about that, and some other people about having a male voucher, so to speak. Have him keep it 100 with you, because sometimes you can't see yourself. You see yourself one way, and it's something completely different. You need that person who loves you, has the best intentions for you, and they're going to keep you on the straight and narrow. They're going to tell you when your shit stinks and when it smells like floral woods. So you need that, and that'll definitely help improve how you uh, interact in relationships. For the fellas, you know, it. I'm gonna say it, and I know for some brothers, especially if they're on the MGTOW or the Save Yourselves Black Man other tip, I know this is gonna be exactly what you don't want to hear. But I'm definitely not here to kiss your ass. I'm here to kick your ass, if anything. That's the love. You got to pay the cost to be the boss.
Facts.
Period. If you want to call yourself CEO, you got to pony up. You got to drop the bank on it, so to speak. You know, don't be scared about paying for dates. You don't. I'm not going to necessarily say you have to pay for every single one. Some of you guys aren't ready for that. I'm not being funny, but every brother's finances and paper aren't together like that. I definitely believe that you need to focus on getting yourself together where you can be able to date out of your options and not out of just whatever you can find. Scavenging ain't life. You definitely want to be able to have a choice and a buffet, and you got to have your ends in order to do that properly. But don't be afraid to take that initiative. The beautiful thing about it is when you're the quarterback, when you're the point guard, when you're the franchise player, it's on your terms. So again, paying for things, if you take initiative, if you're the one that's dropping on the date or the exploration, that doesn't mean you got to go out to Benihana's. You can do something that's mid-range around the way. There's some great options like Frank recommended. You can go places like embassies if that's an option. Maybe you can go to a museum or different places where you can see sights, hear things, and take it and enjoy yourself with this person. And it's not going to leave you in debt the next day. So just because you're the one that's ponying up doesn't mean you're going to be bankrupt. And I think if you find that if you take that initiative a few times, you're going to see a different response than it is when you're trying to necessarily pitch the going Dutch and other things. It's a different quality of woman that's attracted to that too. And then are all gold diggers. You have to have gold to be dug first. Some people aren't gonna take it. That's not for everybody, but for the one or two people that may take that and run with it, uh, just make sure you invite me to the wedding when it pops off. Let me know what the color scheme is in advance. I like to come looking fly. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, Bobby. That was great advice. Last but not least, Bishop, tell people where they can find you and give advice to the men and the women.
All right. So everybody can find me on Instagram and Twitter. The same handle will be THE_POSHIB. That's for Instagram and for Twitter. Um, if you're in the gaming, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/POSHIB. So for uh advice for the fellas, it's real simple, man. Like self-improvement, self-improvement, self-improvement. Um, because you want to put yourself in the position to where your options are plentiful. Um, I think too many guys, too many guys out here operate in a scarcity mindset where they treat every woman as if they're the last woman on earth. They put up with way more BS than they should. And these guys, you're not that happy, but because of that mindset that you have, you feel like I gotta make it work with this woman. Um, when you get your self improvement going, you start making moves in life, improving yourself in ways um, that are meaningful. You're gonna start to notice that you're gonna have more options, more women in general, but more importantly, more quality women. And being in that position will allow you to pick the type of woman that you want, and you're not just settling. So that's my advice for the guys, man. Just get your weight up, get your weight up, improve your life, improve your bodies. Hit the gym, all of that. Um, as for the ladies, um, kind of just a point I really want to hammer home, and what I just noticed now in dating is a lot of women today, because of the society we live in, where women are always told, you know, you all are you all have been groomed to think that you can do any and all things, good or bad, with zero accountability. And I think that, you know, in regards to dating, women, ladies, learn your mate. You find, because I see it's like a lot of women now are so self-absorbed that from the guy's perspective, it's almost as like, now when you dating these chicks, it's almost like you're just her personal servant. Everything you're doing is for her benefit, to make her happy, and any kind of happiness you get is going to have to be you're going to have to be happy with making her happy. And I think that women, when there's a guy that you're interested in, you need to learn what are his interests, what are some of the things he likes, what are things that I can do that will make him happy. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Like, guys, at the end of the day, a lot of us we're very nice and generous guys, and we want to do nice things for you all. But when we feel like we're the only one giving, then we start to stop that. And um, when you're with a woman that makes you feel like she genuinely wants to make you happy, you will go out of your way to do any and everything that you can do for this woman without her even asking for it. So, ladies, stop being so selfish. Start concerning yourselves with what men like. Find out. And thanks for having me on, man. Look forward to next time. Y'all enjoy y'all's night. I'm out.
Appreciate that, Bishop, man. It was great words. So we've been here long enough, almost 3 hours. I did not think this show would go this long, but we was chopping up game and it got good. The show was really good and the numbers held steady. So that was really awesome. Ultimate Black Man does have his own thoughts and opinions on both sides of the coin, but you will not be able to hear those until we do our co-ed panel, which will be next week sometimes. I'm actually going to get with Frank and see what'll be a good day to do that. I'm not sure if I want to do 3 men, 3 women, or 4 men, 4 women. It'll probably be 3 and 3 due to time constraints, and I want everybody to get around. But I already have 2 of the women, and I'm gonna reach out to 1 more and see if she's gonna do it. People are looking forward to their co-ed panel, just like they were looking forward to this show. Today we got up to like 40 listeners. Like, folks was really listening to this, and this will have a lot of listens on the playback too. So that co-ed panel is going to be lit. That will be next week sometime, so be looking out for that. Again, I do have opinions. I am not going to state what they are right now because I am going to do a complete show where I give my opinions, and I will give 10 dating rules to men, and I will give 10 dating rules to women. The reason I'm doing this, I'm tired of you folks getting in my inbox complaining about dating, because we need to be moving past who gonna pay for the date. Okay. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna say this and cover it one more time. And we're going to, I'll have men and I have women to give their opinions on this. I'll give mine. And then we need to start moving on to other things like how to trade Forex and how to build a business and how to create a YouTube channel and, you know, how to do a podcast and how to start a soap business. I don't know, how to love each other, how to get married. I mean, it's so many other things I think Black folks should really be focusing on. But me and Frank, we can't really get there because we have to deal with the beginner level stuff, the baby stuff. You know, I can't feed you meat and potatoes and you still are on the bottled milk. Can't do that. So I feel like there are other things we need to discuss. There are a lot of very serious issues going on in the Black community right now in regards to dating, relationships, protection, marriage, family. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this crisis going on and kids going back to school. These jobs don't give a damn. If your kid get COVID, you get COVID, and they don't give it. It's a lot we have got to discuss. So I want to get past this so we can start talking about these more serious things when it comes to dating. So again, I'm not giving my opinion on this just yet. Yes, Forex is the new wave. I trade Forex every day. And banks and white folks have been doing this for years. Your bank trades Forex, if you did not know. Okay. Some of the biggest businesses in America have Forex accounts and they trade Forex. Been doing it for years. This is how they make so many millions on top of what they make. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for another day. So I'll be giving my opinion on that after the co-ed show. The co-ed show will be next week. I don't necessarily have a topic paradox report. We'll just be kind of discussing the same things we're discussing tonight. But it'll be very, very structured because there's going to be some heat on that panel. So if you like tonight's show, you really going to like next week's show. I don't have anything else. That is all. If you would like to follow me, you can do so going to Instagram at Ultimate Black Man. I'm also on Facebook at Gabe Bell. I have an Ultimate Black Man radio page you can like as well. I raise hell on both. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share this video with all your friends, your families, your side pieces, your hoes, whatever it might be. You know, your favorite OnlyFans model. Share this video with her, okay? And I appreciate everyone sticking in here with us for 3 hours. Again, the numbers held steady. And until next time, y'all be blessed. Ashe. And I got a video for y'all. Y'all know I got y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoy this, man. Y'all be safe. Ashe.
Go ahead and bust those out, bitch. Go ahead and bust the tits out now. Go ahead and bust the tits out, baby. Go ahead and bust the tits out, baby. Go ahead and bust the tits out, baby. Gotta bust those tits out, baby. Gotta go ahead and bust the tits out, baby. Gotta go ahead and bust the tits out. Gotta go ahead and divide the divide. You gotta bust those tits. Gotta bust that. Gotta bust that. Gotta bust that. Gotta bust those tits. Gotta bust that. Gotta bust that. Gotta bust that. Got a little bit of skin on your motherfucking chest, and it's hanging down with the fat in the skin. Skin with the, it's like a bag for the fat, and then the nipple and milk and shit, and then there's other stuff happening up in the tits, but the important part is that they're on your chest, and the other important part is that they're sexy. Yeah, baby, got a sexy ass shit, got a big old tits. Got a big old tits. Big old tits. Big old tits. Got a big old tits, got a big enough. Got a little bit of baby, something that I want you to know is that you got a little bit of tits in your mouth, got a little bit of tits in your goddamn mouth, got a little bit of shit in your mouth, got a little bit of shit in your goddamn mouth, got a little bit of stuff in your mouth, got a little bit of stuff in your goddamn mouth, gonna take you to a lobster. Gonna take you to Red Lobster. Okay, baby. Big old tits. Big old tits.
Oh. Shit, that make your pussy throb right there.
I swear to God,
like, oh,
I was
Lord,
just about to say my pussy's throbbing. Wow.
Welcome, and this is Ultimate Black Man Radio, an all-inclusive YouTube channel dedicated to black men, black women, and black children, discussing topics ranging from relationships to finances to social issues affecting the black community. Welcome to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content.